following is a presentation of Yankton Baseball on KYNT, your home team for Yankton Athletics. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Hy-Vee, Dakota Beverage, The Boathouse, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Triple Time Rudy's, the UPS Store, First Dakota National Bank, Yankton Medical Clinic, FNBO, Avera, Olson's Pest Technicians, Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance, First Chiropractic Centers, Larry's Heating and Cooling, Dole Distributing, Missouri River Associates, Vision Real Estate, Mason Schramm and the Move Group, MT&RC Smith Insurance, and Vision Care Associates. Now we go live to the field for Yankton Baseball on KYNT.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Riverside Field in Yankton, South Dakota. It's the Yankton Bucks and the Sturgis Scoopers, and a spot in the state tournament next week is on the line. It's the Super Regionals for Class A in the South Dakota High School Baseball Association. I am Brayden Butler, joined by Josh Boelter, and we got a great game for you today. Game one of a three-game series here on KYNT and KYNTV. Josh, it should be a lot of fun. This is why you play the regular season. It all kind of leads up to this moment. Win two of the next three games, and you're in the state tournament with a shot at a championship.
Yeah, I think today's word of the day is pressure, Brayden. You win tonight, you put the pressure on the other team tomorrow, having to go back-to-back just to get into the state championship game. So obviously this one important in terms of advantage going into tomorrow. But, yeah, you know, it's going to be a lot of fun. Really, a lot of ways, like you said, playoffs start right here. So looking forward to it today.
And we'll go over all the super regional matchups later on in our post-game show. It's courtesy of Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee with a helpful smile in every aisle. We're live from the Fairfield by Marriott and Holiday Inn Express broadcast booth. Get great rates and flexible reservation changes by calling either Hotel Direct. That's the Fairfield Inn & Suites and Holiday Inn Express in Yankton. We're going to go to our first break here on KYNT and KYNTV. When we come back, we're going to take a look at these two teams' seasons so far, what has led up to this moment here in the Super Regionals. For Josh Boelter, I'm Brayden Butler. We're back in 3 minutes here on KYNT, KYNTV.
Looking for the perfect pair of glasses? At Vision Care Associates, we've got you covered. Step into our showroom and discover our vast selection from timeless classics to the latest trends. With several styles to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect match for your look. Experience personalized service and expert care, whether you need help finding the right frame or adjusting your new glasses for the perfect fit.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Ready to build your next project, but can't get anyone to show up or even give you a quote? Call John Kopp, owner of Kopp Building Innovations. He will show up and he will make sure you are happy with your project. Trust in Kopp Building Innovations. KBI is an authorized WIC builder offering custom solutions. Whether you need a residential garage, an agricultural pole barn, or a commercial building, we will work with you. For more information or to get a quote, visit cupbuildings.com.
Spring is here and the games are just getting started. From baseball season in full swing to NHL and even golf, At the Bar has it all on. Add in local matchups and more, and there's always a game worth watching. With TVs everywhere and a welcoming hometown feel, it's the perfect place to kick back and enjoy the game. So bring your friends, settle in, and be part of the crowd, where every cheer feels a little louder and every moment a little better together. You can watch the game anywhere, but the real fans gather at the bar in downtown Yankton.
Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton is a proud supporter of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles. Hi, this is Whitney Devine. If you're looking for protection that fits your life, call me or Travis. We make coverage simple. Whether it's your home, car, or farm, we take time to understand your needs and find the right plan at the right price. You'll get personal service, trusted advice, and peace of mind knowing we're right here in Yankton. Call Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton today to schedule your appointment.
I love 1919 root beer. It's the best over a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. My favorite is just ice cold 1919 poured over crunchy ice. It's so refreshing. It's the creamiest root beer ever.
1919 root beer is the perfect treat. Brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients. It's the creamiest, full-bodied, alcohol and caffeine-free draft root beer available. It's a taste tradition since, well, 1919.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. It's your Hy-Vee pregame show. Let's take a look quick at both these teams and how they wrapped up the regular season in Class A. It is the 4-13 matchup here in the Class A Super Regionals. Yankton hosting it tonight as we take a look at the regular season final standings. The Bucks come in 18-4 in Class A play. They were .004 seed points away from being third, Josh. That would have put them up against Spearfish, so still a West River team, but a different team, a team that they've already faced this season. It's their first look at Sturgis, who finished the year 8-6, 39.929 seed points to place 13th. A lot of their schedule consisting of West River teams, not a lot of trips across the state. It's not saying they've avoided the east side of South Dakota, but that is something they haven't come across very much this year.
Yeah, and personally, I think there's some pros and cons to playing a team you haven't seen before. I personally prefer it. It's one of those, they're getting their first look at you. If you play a team you've already seen a couple times this season, they can make some adjustments to what you do. So I think that can be an advantage to Yankton here tonight, facing a team in Sturgis here tonight.
Both these teams enter the postseason on winning streaks. Sturgis won their last 3 games, a doubleheader sweep against Rapid City Central. They won 5-4 and 10-4 on the 8th of May. And then on the 9th of May, one final game against Douglas. They won 14-4. As for the Bucks, well, they're on, I believe it was a 6-game winning streak to end the regular season, Josh, as they were very impressive. Only swept once this year, and it was top of the league, Brandon Valley. They did win 6 straight, and they won 9 of their last 10, including sweeps of Watertown, T-Area, and Brookings to end the regular season. Taking a look at the Class A playoff picture as a whole, the Super Regionals, May Madness, as they call it, Josh. And this will be your standings review courtesy of Rhonda Westland at State Farm Insurance. Your best of 3 series all happening basically at the same time today. One of these has already started. Number 1, Harrisburg is number 16, T-Area. Got started first pitch about 40 minutes ago. They're playing a 3-game series over in Harrisburg. Number 2, Brandon Valley hosts number 15, Sioux Falls, Washington. That starts at 6 p.m. tonight. Number 3, Sioux Falls, Jefferson against number 14, Spearfish. That also starts at 6 p.m. this evening. And number 4, Yankton against number 13, Sturgis. We're scheduled for a 6 p.m. first pitch as well. Looking at the other half of the bracket, number 5, Rapid City Stevens hosting number 12, Brookings. That one gets started at 7 p.m. Mountain Time tonight, so 8 p.m. local time here. This game might be in its final stages by the time that one has their first pitch between Stevens and Brookings. 3-game series where Pierre hosts Mitchell starts at 7:30 p.m. Central Time tonight. Watertown hosting Sioux Falls Lincoln in the 8-9 matchup. That's at Watertown Stadium beginning at 6 p.m. tonight. And number 7, O'Gorman against number 10, Sioux Falls Roosevelt, also 6 p.m. this evening in Sioux Falls. So a lot of games starting at about the same time. Everybody's got the same general plan, it looks like, Josh, of 1 game tonight and then 2 games potentially tomorrow for this 3-game series.
Yeah, and it's one of those, no matter what happens tonight, it gives you the chance to kind of reset things, sleep on it, and kind of get ready for tomorrow. So, yeah, it should be fun here. Of course, anytime you got playoffs on the line, it's a big deal, and I'm looking forward to seeing that and how Yankton responds here.
We're going to go back to break here on KYNT and KYN TV. When we come back, it's time to talk keys, key player and keys to the game for the Yankton Bucks. That's coming up in 3 minutes here on KYNT, KYN TV.
The Boathouse in Yankton is for everyone. Axe throwing, sports simulators, skee ball, shuffleboard, beanbags, pool, and darts. Plus awesome food and drinks with lots of cold craft beers and other beverages. Happy hour all day on Mondays, trivia on Tuesdays, free axe throwing tournament on Wednesday, and live music on Fridays. Some say it's the most fun you can have on land. The Boathouse is also your go-to place to watch all sports. Head to the Boathouse, downtown Yankton's fun gathering place for all ages.
Being wiser means peace of mind, especially when it comes to your home's comfort. Today's heating and cooling systems are advanced with technology designed to work smarter. Peace of mind means knowing the company you call understands that technology and has the experience to get it right. For nearly 80 years, Kaiser Heating and Cooling has been trusted with knowledgeable technicians and a commitment to doing the job right. So be the wiser and go with Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free at Explorers Credit Union. You're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
There's a difference when a convenience store is locally owned, and you feel it the moment you stop at Triple Time Rudy's. You'll get great quality fuel to keep you on the move, plus local and regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese, and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner Lockers. It's the kind of place that's convenient and connected to your community. Conveniently located at 17th and Broadway, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling your community.
A local business owner came into the UPS store with a large shipment of products for his online store. While they packed everything securely, he asked if they could also handle the international shipping. The answer? Of course they can! For over 9 years, the UPS store in Yankton has been helping business owners with both their printing and shipping needs. Whether you're sending a package across town or across the globe, they've got you covered. So stop by the UPS store in Yankton and ask about them about their shipping services or current print specials.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's time for your keys of the game, courtesy of Vision Real Estate. Their focus, where the focus is always on you. Did I have that right? Yes, it is. Look, I'll be blunt, peek behind the curtain. We got multiple Vision sponsors, people with Vision in their name. Obviously, we're talking about Vision Care Associates here shortly as well. Sometimes my brain tricks me. I'm just like, I just say the wrong ad read, but whatever.
Hey,
I digress.
eyesight is a high priority in the River City, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, you need eyesight, and you got to look at the great deals in home buying from Vision Real Estate, where the focus is always on you. Visit igotvision.com. I
would say, is that the one we're plugging right now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right. Cool.
Well, that's how we get into your keys of the game, which 3 keys today. You got to limit your mistakes. You can't look too far ahead, Josh. And you got to get a clean start on the mound from our starter today in Beck Reichen for the Bucks.
Yeah, so kind of going down the line with that. I mean, you look at the last time out, a few errors, kind of some sloppy plays, put Brookings back into things last weekend. But Yankton still prevailed in those games. But a couple things that they know they want to clean up. You talk about not looking ahead. It's one of those where, like, yes, you're favored tonight. It's a 4-13. But all of a sudden, if you can't pull away tonight, then you're 1 game away from your season being over tomorrow. So it's one of those you can't look ahead to the state tournament. And, of course, like we talked about, big game back, getting the start here in game 1. Need a good start from him because, once again, you could play as 2 games tomorrow, so you need as many fresh arms as possible. We know there'll be some trustworthy arms out there throughout this entire Yankton rotation, entire pen. But if you can get a really good deep start from Beck Reichen, that would go a long way in helping your case going into tomorrow.
Beck Reichen getting the start in game number 1. Big game Beck, as you lovingly called him, Josh, and it is a big game moment for him today. He has been a guy at the top of the rotation. It's kind of a 1A, 1B, top of the rotation between him and Sam Goki. But looking at Beck on the season, I know you got the stats in front of you, Josh. How's he been throwing this year? This will be your stats in focus, courtesy of Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. Call them today at 605-665-2020.
Yeah, so this is Beck's 5th start of the season. He's had 8 appearances as a pitcher this season, or this will be his 8th, I should say. He's got an 0.462 ERA. That's right. It started with a 0. He's got 27 strikeouts, which is tied for second on the team with Chase Cooley, just trailing Sam Goki. Looking on it here, only giving up 8 walks, 2 earned runs on the season. That whip at 1.088, and then that batting average against him is at 225. So overall, another one of these arms in this rotation has been really solid, and looking for another good start here tonight.
Keeping it rolling with Beck, Josh. She's also going to be your key player of the game from Missouri River Associates for the health of you. Their got the visions again.
There we go.
Missouri River Associates, your key player of the game. Their office is local. They know your name and your home, auto, and family are important to them. Josh, I swear I'm a professional.
So Aaron Fieser's going to find you.
And he's going to have no problems finding me. He's got great eyesight.
Yes, he does.
But your key player of the game, also at the plate, Beck Reichen, going to be batting leadoff today. So talk about his batting stats as well if you got him.
Yeah, one of those leads the team in walks with 24. And we talked about how his batting average, Brayden, has been climbing. He was really struggling those first 10 to 12 games or so. And all of a sudden, he's fine and hitting 225. He was 170 just a couple weeks ago. He's got 13 hits on the season. Once again, leads the team in walks with 24, 9 RBIs as well. And he's stolen 4 bags. So, he's really coming together and heating up right towards the end of the season here. Kind of at the perfect time as, once again, getting ready for regionals here tonight.
Should be a lot of fun this evening. I know, heavy emphasis on Beck Reichen here in the pregame show, but when you're starting, you're getting the leadoff man. You're like we mentioned, getting the numbers up as of late on a bit of a hot streak to end the regular season. He's a guy who's going to be a key factor today. Of course, some other guys to keep an eye on, Sam Goki, Easton Fieser, always dangerous when they are at the plate. But that's your key player of the game from Missouri River Associates in Beck Reichen. We're going to go back to break. When we return, we're going to talk about your starting lineups for both these teams. That's coming up in 3 minutes here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Life doesn't slow down for injuries, and neither should your care. With Yankton Medical Clinic Orthopedic Walk-In Care, you can be seen quickly, Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. No referrals, no long waits, just experienced, highly trained surgeons ready to help you heal and get back to what you love. And because we live right here in Yankton, your care stays close to home. I'm Dr. Jeremy Kudera, orthopedic surgeon with Yankton Medical Clinic. I'm proud to call Yankton home. We're your orthopedic team, and we're here for you.
Buying your first home? That's a big moment. A happy, feel-good Wednesday housewarming party moment. When you're ready to look for a home, start with a local FNBO mortgage lender. We're here to answer questions, personalize the experience, and share our expertise so you can focus on your search. Start your application and get pre-qualified now at fnbo.com. Your mortgage moment is just around the corner, and FNBO will be there every step. Visit our nearest branch or go to fnbo.com. FNBO is an equal housing lender.
In Yankton, community means everything, and at Wilson Trailer, it's the heart of what they do. They're more than manufacturers, they're your neighbors. From sponsoring the Bucks and Gazelles to supporting the next generation of farmers and builders, they're proud to give back to the place they call home. For over a century, Wilson Trailer has stood strong, steady, and rooted in community. Because when Yankton thrives, we all move forward. Wilson Trailer in Yankton. Learn more at wilsontrailer.com.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Boelter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Boelter, Vantage Financial, to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's the Class A Super Regionals, Game 1 of a potential 3-game series between the Yankton Bucks and the Sturgis Scoopers. Yankton, the number 4 seed, Sturgis, the number 13 seed, and Josh, you can tell these guys are ready to go because the Sturgis Scoopers have broken out the football to throw some routes around, and Yankton, well, they took the hacky sack away, but they were playing the hacky sack just about 5 minutes ago. So both these teams staying loose before Game 1.
Yeah, and and that's something. I think that's a good sign in a lot of ways. Things aren't too tense. As it is technically once again the first part or the first leg of a 3-game series here tonight. So both teams keeping it loose, kicking back, and having some fun here at the ballpark before they get going.
Well, Josh, a big check's been brought out. I was not informed of what this could be.
I'm the newsman, and I have no idea what's going on. Not something.
Well, we can pick up the PA, so let's hear for ourselves.
Yeah, hey,
Josh.
record this just in case. Scotty, if you can hear me.
5K supporting active youth organizations has selected the Yankton Baseball Association as this year's lucky recipient. To earn these funds, keeping everything running smoothly. And did they deliver? Absolutely. They showed up, gave it their all, and knocked it out of the park. The donation is $3,500, and the check is being presented by race coordinators Renee Brooks, Lindsey Jacobson, and Brittany LaCroix. Accepting the check are YBA board members. The River City Races Organization would like to thank our generous sponsors, the Yankton Baseball Association, and the community for their continued support of this event. If you want to learn more about the Rainbow Chase or their other events, check out the River City Races page on Facebook, and may the luck of the Irish be with the Yankton Bucks as they take on the Sturgis Scoopers tonight.
Well, Josh, we got our answer there. It's a donation from the River City Rainbow Chase, the 5K. Was that back in March as that took place?
Yeah, I believe so. Right around, usually around St. Patty's Day there. And that's something, I should have known that. I literally wrote a story on that at the time it happened. So, yeah, that's pretty cool to see. And once again, just shows the character of this team that they took the time to help out and volunteer and help with that. So,
well, newsman, if you need a soundbite for that, you can go back to about the 20-minute mark of the broadcast anytime on YouTube.
I'm going to need to make sure to catch the name of who ran our PA if he's announcing that.
Well, that's something I didn't think about.
I did not introduce myself today.
I digress.
Oh, well. Anyways, we got starting lineups to do, don't we?
True.
Yeah.
Your starting lineups today, courtesy of First Chiropractic Centers, making life better one adjustment at a time. Josh, who's starting? And you can start with whatever team you prefer.
Yeah, we'll start with the visiting Sturgis Scoopers here tonight. Batting first, Bridger Massa. He's playing over at second base. Batting second and playing over at short, Brody Royer. Batting third and playing over at first, Elijah Stroud. Jack Jolly, the right fielder, is going to be the cleanup man. Batting fifth over in center field, Ethan Cermak. Batting sixth and playing over in left field, Jace Thurman. Batting seventh and catching tonight is Kel Sundstrom. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Blake Kaufman. And batting ninth, the third baseman, Jaron Andreski. Pitching for Sturgis tonight is number 34, Cale Poole.
And both teams will be using designated hitters today. Cale Poole, though, like you said, getting the start on the mound for the Sturgis Scoopers. Beck Reichen, we already talked about, will hit for himself, and he's going to bat leadoff for the Yankton Bucks as well if you want to go through their lineup.
Yeah, batting first once again, leading off and pitching tonight, Beck Reichen. Batting second, playing over at second is Sam Goki. Batting third, playing over at first base, Easton Fieser. Handling the cleanup duties tonight, the catcher, Gavin Johnson. Batting fifth, out in center field, Tate Bestie. Batting sixth, over in left, Carter Boomsma. Batting seventh over at shortstop, Jackson Kura. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Christian Weir. Batting ninth, once again, is Simon Kampshoff over at third base. And then, of course, not in the lineup, but playing out in right field is Caden Hunoff.
We've seen Caden Hunoff make some great throws from right field. I know in a term of endearment, they refer to him as janitor throws in baseball, and that is I specifically remember the one where he gunned the guy at home, trying to stretch it from third to home. So he's a great arm to have out there in right field for the Bucks today. Those are your starting lineups, courtesy of First Chiropractic Centers, making life better one adjustment at a time. Coaching staff today, it looks like Paul Poole and Cody Nelson, the coaches for Sturgis. For Yankton, head coach Drew Lawrence, of course, assisted by Trey Creer and Peyton Mueller. And, of course, there's plenty more that help out throughout the staff top to bottom for the YBA. So, big moment for the YBA getting that $3,500 donation for the baseball boys' help during the River City Rainbow Chase back in March. So hopefully that money goes to some good places for this team as well as they are pushing for a state tournament bid here this weekend. This is the Class A Super Regional on KYNT and KYN-TV. They're announcing the starting lineups live here at Riverside Field. Then they're going to go to the National Anthem. And once that National Anthem is wrapped up, we will come back for first pitch, courtesy of the Boathouse. The Boathouse is the most fun you can have on land. They offer axe throwing, mini bowling, darts, and pool. Plus, of course, awesome food and drinks and plenty of TVs to watch all the games. One more thing before we go to break. My apologies. Didn't catch the names of the umpires today, but your officials of the game, courtesy of the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the diamond. Usually great umpires here at Yankton at Riverside Field. When we come back, it's first pitch in game number 1 of the 3-game series between the Yankton Bucks and the Sturgis Scoopers. Back in a couple minutes here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
In nearly every family's lineage, there's a tie to agriculture. It's a legacy reflected in how we raise our kids, help our neighbors, and respect what we have. Farmers Union Insurance was built on that legacy. And while our roots are in agriculture, our protection has grown to include home, auto, business, health, and life. Protect your legacy. Farmers Union Insurance.
Have a craving for wings or delicious burgers or pivo fries? Come sink your teeth into the mouth-watering burgers and wings at Checkers Sports Bar and Grill in Yankton. With a menu that's flavor frenzy, there's something for every fan. Grab your friends, bring your family, and head down to Checkers. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite spot for food, friends, and sports. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Your game days belong at Checkers.
Need custom clothing for your team, fundraiser, business, or event? Let JJ Benji's make it easy. Forget about taking orders, collecting money, and handing out shirts yourself. JJ Benji's handles everything for you. They create a custom online store with the merchandise you want to offer. Items are ordered and paid for online, and JJ Benji's ships the items directly to them. All you have to do is share the link or QR code. That's it. Contact JJ Benji's in Yankton to learn more about it.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
Did you ever hear that termites only swarm to feed and mate during the springtime? Well, that's just a myth. Here's the fact. While they do swarm to mate in the spring, termites eat wood 24/7 year-round. In fact, termites cause an average of $5 billion in property damage every year, and that's no myth. A pest professional is your best defense against the devastation rodents, termites, roaches, and ants can cause to your home and family.
Olson Pest Technicians, 1-800-KIL-BUGS.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury, check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet. From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Do you struggle with dry contacts? At Vision Care Associates, we have a great option. Infused contact lenses by Bosch & Lomb. Infused lenses are designed to ensure that your eyes stay hydrated and irritation-free, even after a full day of wear. Our doctors specialize in fitting these lenses for maximum comfort and optimal vision. Schedule your consultation and experience the all-day comfort and crisp, clear vision you deserve.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes
First pitch of game number 1 of the Class A Super Regionals does not find the zone from Beck Reichen. It's a 1-0 count here. Leadoff man, Bridger Massabatten. Second baseman for the Scoopers takes a strike there, so a 1-1 count now from Reichen on the mound. Fantastic numbers for Reichen all season long. Great pitcher at the top of this rotation, and that got a lot of reaction, I think, from both dugouts for a moment there. That was a close pitch, but able to hold up in time.
Obviously, Brayden here, Yankton looking for a quality start from Beck as he gets a swinging pitch there to even up the count at 2. But it's one of those where they could have to play as many as 3 games here within a 24-hour span, so you need to be able to save arms in case of a pivotal game or a deciding game 3 there. So quality start here from Beck would go once again a long way here for Yankton tonight.
The beauty for Yankton this year is Beck fires the 2-2 home, just misses the zone, and Johnson loaded that up to throw down Josh. He thought that was strike 3, but the beauty of the Yankton rotation is they got 4 or 5 guys where any given night you start them on the mound, you trust them to go 4, 5, 6 innings. And they're going to say he went around on that one for strike number 3. Thought he held up in time, but it's a leadoff strikeout for Beck Reichen. That's going to bring the 2-hitter to the plate.
Yeah, off to a good start there. Gets the strike. Good battle to start there. 6-pitch at bat. But, you know, once again, like you said, a lot of arms in this rotation. And it's just still, though, nice to know that you can trust any of them to come up in a big spot.
Strike 1 there from Reichen. But when you look at your 5 starters, and the guy with the 5th most inning pitch of those starters is Ryan Turner, who has pitched fantastic the times he's been out there on the mound. You got a very effective location, or a very effective rotation, as that foul ball would have been in the booth with us if that net wasn't there.
Would have hit this old computer probably, right?
And then we would have no more broadcast if it hit that computer.
So shout out the net. We should get a sponsor for the net. That's what I think. Get a net sponsor.
I'm all for random sponsors. I'll wear your logo on my shirt if you give me money. Well, if you give the station money. I think legally it has to go through the station. Whatever.
Or you can give me money. That's cool, too.
I love free money. Here's the 1-2 from Reichen. Low and away for a ball. Make it a 2-2 count. We got great sponsors, fantastic sponsors to help us put these broadcasts together, including America's Best Realty. They're here to help you unlock the American dream. Give them a call today at 260-1600. Whether you're ready to start, if you are ready to stop renting and start owning. This one is fouled off.
Reminds me of that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia clip. Money me.
Money
now. Money is good.
There's a painting of like an old Victorian guy like just pointing to his hand asking for money. I send that to Bree every time Rents do. So back up the middle for a base hit. A 2-2 single with 1 out is going to put the first base runner on. It's Brody Royer standing off of first base. That's going to bring Elijah Stroud into the batter's box.
And I think, you know, I know it's a 7-inning game at least, you know, obviously extra innings pending and whatnot, but it's one of those where you look at this, and I think for Sturgis it's so key to jump out early, try to catch Yankton off guard and catch him or get him off their game early. So getting a base hit here towards the top half of this first inning is a good start. Let's see if they can capitalize on it.
Let me talk about how strong the top of their rotation is as Reichen has this one popped up in the infield. Kudera calling off Goki. It's a sophomore calling off a senior for out number 2. Pop out to the shortstop. But you can get to the top of this rotation early, really get them, you know, offset in their game plan. That's crucial for this series.
Yeah, obviously, and once again, we talked about it. I've said it a couple times. You can play as many as 3 games. If you're burning through pitchers fast, that's key. So, but Reichen did a good job of responding there, and you mentioned Kudera calling off Goki there. Just the flexibility and the versatility of these defenders. That ball goes right over to Goki at second.
That's a 4-3 putout to end the inning. Sturgis gets a hit, but they leave a runner on. Nobody comes home. It's 0-0 after the top of the first. Yankton coming to the plate for the first time when we come back. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball. KYNT, KYN-TV. We're back in 1 minute.
At H&H Roofing, we don't just fix roofs, we protect families. We're family-owned, locally operated, and dedicated to keeping our community safe and dry. Every nail, every shingle, every handshake, it all matters to us. From repairs to full roof replacements, we treat every home like it's our own. Because when your home is secure, we feel secure. For honest work and dependable results, trust the local team that cares. Call H&H Roofing in Yankton today. We've got you covered.
The Sherco exclusive SureLink wireless remote system features the most advanced industrial Bluetooth technology and best-in-class express operation. Operate any Sherco electric product with the SureLink Pro and EasyR remotes, or with your smartphone using the SureLink app. To learn more, contact your authorized SureCo distributor or find us at sureco.com. Demand the best. Demand SureCo.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. Cale Poole on the mound to start things off for the Sturgis Scoopers. Throw down to second, and we are ready to go for the bottom of inning number 1. And fresh off of his trip to the mound, it's first at bat for Beck Reichen.
Yeah, and a quality first inning there. Gave up that hit, but responded immediately. Got 2 quick outs there, 14 pitches, and now just trying to keep it going with, once again, what we talked about, a climbing batting average. Was batting in the 170s just about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Now all of a sudden hitting 225. Leads the team in walks at a healthy on-base percentage at 471. So looking to get off to a good start here today.
And our key player in the pregame as he takes ball 1. You know, Josh, maybe 2 energy drinks before the game wasn't a good idea.
I think it's going to be really fun by about the 3rd inning. That's what I heard.
I'm a little jittery already. Well, can't wait for that crash as strike 1 there past Reichen.
See, I had what they call purified drinking water.
Hey, I got water over here, too. It's almost gone. I chugged that water. It was warm down there setting up that camera, I'll tell you that. Here's the 1-1, back up the middle, into the glove of the shortstop. What a play made there at short. We'll watch it again, your Vision Care Associates replay. It's just a ball up the middle and a diving save made by Brody Royer to bring in the first out, and that is just unlucky for Reichen.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there, just spit it right back, and Royer made a nice diving attempt at that play, and nice web gem to get started here for Sturgis on defense.
That one misses outside for a ball, 1-0.
Sam Goki here, Brayden, you talk about it, leads the team in average, OBP, OPS, hits, runs as well. I mean, he's been great as always, and takes another ball here.
I think the only things he doesn't lead the team in, or at least tie for the team lead in, is home runs and RBIs. I want to say he's tied for triples. I want to say he's tied for doubles.
Yeah, tied for triples and doubles, both with Easton Fieser,
who is in that on-deck circle. And Goki in line for a potential free pass to first base as Poole has thrown 3 straight balls to start this at-bat. The 3-0, and it's ball 4. Goki will take first base. You got to be careful with Sam Goki. And if you think you got to be careful with him, you got to be even more careful with Easton Fieser. Powerful left-handed hitter. And Josh, probably the sweetest swing in the class.
Some about lefty batters just have the best swings. I love watching. That's not even me saying as a lefty. No, I just love watching left-handers swing the bat. And he's another one of those as Goki's taking off.
Taking off for second, throw down, not there in time. Throw off the bag for Royer. Or pulls Royer off the bag, I should say. And Goki swipes a stolen base there. Not something that he does a lot, but is effective when he goes.
But that is what Yankton does as a team, though, right? They want to manufacture runs, get runners over as quick as they can, and all of a sudden, an RBI opportunity here for Easton Fieser.
I guess that's the 3rd category that that Goki doesn't lead the team in, is stolen bases. Carter Boomsma occupies that category.
With a healthy lead, by the way, at 14 this season. I think the next closest, there's a couple guys tied with 5. Brendan Gilmore in that company. Tate Bestie as well.
Cale Poole stepping off here. Bottom inning number 1, still 0-0, but a runner in scoring position for the first time today for the Bucks. It's Sam Goki leading off of second base. Easton Fieser, team leader in RBIs, looking to drive him home. And he took a hearty cut at that one, but could not get a piece of it. It's a 1-2 count.
Yeah, and Poole's kind of got a fun release to watch. I don't want to quite call it sidearm because that's not what it is, but it's just kind of interesting to watch here. You'll see it. He's throwing almost across his body fully instead of kind of forward like you'll see with some pitchers.
That one misses outside for a ball. 2-2 count now to Fieser. And, you know, it'd be a throwing motion that the best way to describe it is, I don't want to sound offensive. I don't want to say it's goofy, but it's out there a little bit, and it can really mess up the timing of a hitter. As Poole, I think he thought that was strike 3, and a lot of fans below us thought that was strike 3 too. Sturgis crowd did come out and support their team coming across the state. Yankton fans always on parole here around Riverside Field.
Yeah, that looked a little inside to me, but I can understand, from that point of view, maybe it looked a little different as Fieser's going to pop that one high in the sky.
Should say on patrol, as this one infield fly. Brody Royer will glove it for out number 2. So that is 3 up, 2 down so far, and both times it's number 28 at shortstop making a play in the field.
Yeah, he's been active early here. Brody Royer making another play there. That one a little bit easier than his effort to get that first out on Beck Reichen, but yeah, dependable glove over there so far today.
You got to drop one of those baseball isms that it never makes sense to me is people like to say sometimes the easiest plays are the hardest, Josh. No, I think they're just the easiest. as Johnson half-hearted attack at that one. I don't know if they say he went around or not. Either way, it's strike one.
I'll say maybe we can get him up here for an interview in the postgame. So, Brody, which play was easier to make?
Which play was easier? The infield pop-up you were able to settle under as Johnson can't get a piece of that one 0-2 count, or the one where you dove to your left and gloved it?
You watch, he'll like completely ruin the point we're trying to make, and he'll be like, oh yeah, the pop fly was pretty difficult. Like, well, okay.
No, diving to my left is a routine play.
Oh.
Well, shoot,
Thanks,
the way he's been able to cover it at shortstop so far, I would not be surprised. Here's the 0-2 home to Johnson, takes ball one.
Yeah, and Gavin got down a quick 0-2 here, trying to battle back. Obviously, he's got an opportunity here. Put the first run on the board with a base hit. Goki on second. Yankton's catcher looking to take advantage.
Here's the 1-2 home, and strike three looking. Sits him down. Runner gets stranded on here in the bottom of inning number one. No hits, no runs, no errors. One runner gets left on base. It's a 0-0 ball game as we head to the top of inning number two. Beck Reichen back on the mound when we return in 1 minute. This is Bucks Baseball, KYNT, KYN-TV.
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision too. That's why State Farm agent Rhonda Westland is right here in Yankton to help you select the right protection at the right price. Rhonda will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's easy to fall into the weekend warrior routine. A long hike, a hard gym session, a pickup game, or a full day of yard work can feel productive until your body reminds you it hasn't been building up to that load. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. Injuries often happen when the demand suddenly outpaces what your joints and muscles are prepared for. Want to stay active without the setbacks? Visit First Chiropractic Centers today with offices in Yankton, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner, inspiring and empowering others to healthier living.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. 0-0 your score as we head to the top of inning number two. Both teams, Josh, able to get a runner on in the first inning, but both pitchers able to work out of that situation and end up getting back-to-back outs after letting a runner get on.
Yeah, good job by both guys being able to battle back and get a couple outs there to end the inning. Obviously, don't want to get behind the 8-ball early here and give up a couple runs in the first. And both teams, once again, you talked about it, getting out of situations where they put runners on the base paths here, and we'll see how they respond in the second inning here with Beck Reichen on the mound.
Ethan Cermak at the plate, the center fielder, wearing the number 3. First pitch to him, back up the middle. One hops into the glove of Sam Goki, over to first in time. It's a 4-3 putout, and that's how we start the top of inning number 2.
And you know, what position can't he play? We talked about the versatility of a guy like Jackson Kudera who plays short and second. We've seen Goki this season play third, play first, play second. I mean, he's just all over that infield there and made another nice play going towards his right.
That one misses high on the first pitch of the at-bat for Beck Reichen. Stepping up to the plate for Sturgis is Jace Thurman, the left fielder. The 1-0 home into left center field. Bestie ranging underneath of it. He'll glove it with the left hand for out number 2. Had to track that one down. Carter Boomsma in the area as well, but 2 up, 2 down to start the second for Beck Reichen.
All right, I like so far from this inning, Brayden from Beck. Well, he's given up some contact. He's been able to get some quick outs here. Obviously you don't want plays like that happening every single out, but it's one of those also where he's keeping that pitch count in check and getting some quick at-bats here, and it should help him go deep into this ball game.
Through 14 pitches in the first inning. That was just his 4th here in the second. Averaging 1.5 pitches per at-bat right now in the second inning.
Yeah, moving quick.
The 1-0 misses the zone there for ball 2.
And now lefty on the plate here, Brayden, with Sundstrom. We'll see what he can do.
Yeah, Cal Sundstrom, the catcher for Sturgis. Blake Kaufman in the on-deck circle. This one popped up in foul territory. Simon Kamshoff giving chase behind the third base bag. He gloves it for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, go the Scoopers. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody gets left on base. We go to the bottom of inning number 2 as Yankton still looking for their first hit of the game early on, but we'll see if they can get it when we come back. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT, KYN-TV, back in 1 minute.
I'm Larry Olson, and I approve this message.
A vote for Larry's Heating and Cooling means your home or business will have dependable comfort all year long.
I believe in keeping your energy bills low.
A new high-efficiency heating and cooling unit means substantial savings on your energy bill.
I will cut spending.
Before you pay too much, call Larry's for an honest, no-obligation quote.
Vote for comfort. Vote for Larry's.
Paid for by Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
Play ball! This is John Marquardt. As an umpire, I know when it's time to step up to the plate and give it your best. And the time for me to step up is now, so I'm running for the District 18 House in the primary election. I've had extensive experience on the Yankton County Commission, and I will represent the entire district.
Vote by absentee or on June 2nd for John Marquardt for District 18 House of Representatives. Paid for by Friends of John Marquardt.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We head to the bottom of inning number 2. It is 0-0. Yankton held hitless in the top of the first. They'll try to change that, or in the bottom of the first, excuse me. Tate Bestie will lead things off here in the bottom of the second, trying to change that. 3-batter minimum. Following Bestie, Carter Boomsma in the on-deck circle with Jackson Kudera in the hole. Christian Weir, Simon Kamshoff would be the 8-9 hitters if it gets to them.
Yeah, and we'll see how Yankton responds. Obviously walked Sam Goki last inning, did Cale Poole, and immediately got 2 quick outs after that. And they know on the offensive side they're getting a good start so far from Beck Reichen and trying to help him out here a little bit here starting in this inning.
Big matchup today happening down in Lincoln, Josh. First time ever the University of South Dakota makes the NCAA softball tournament. They're taking on the University of Nebraska, who is the number 4 seed overall, obviously the number 1 seed in their region. As this is sent into left field, it will drop for a base hit for Tate Bestie. So for the first time here today, it's a hit for the Bucks, their second base runner of the game after Sam Goki walked in the first.
And how about Tate Bestie there, Yankton center fielder, aggressive, first pitch swinging, gets a base hit, slaps one into left, and now we talked about he's tied for second on the team in stolen bases. We already saw Goki grab a bag in the first inning. Could Drew Lawrence be looking to send Tate Bestie here as he's getting a nice little lead off at first?
Throw to first, not there in time, but one more quick update about the so there's extra bit of padding over there. I don't know if turf's a little different there near the first base bag. I just noticed that, Josh. Wonder if there was a little piece torn up or something. As Bestie does take off, Boomsma shows bunt, no throw down to second. Bestie's able to jog in standing up.
Yes, and once again already for Carter Boomsma, runner in scoring position who's had a good season, hitting 300, 12 RBIs, having a really nice season here and looking to maybe get some going here. I wonder if that bunt could still be in play here, Brayden, get the runner over to third, especially with Boomsma's speed.
Poole shaking off a couple calls from his catcher, and he'll step off now and reassess the situation. But, you know, we're talking about upsets in major college athletics. There was a big one in softball earlier today, Josh. The number 9 overall seed Florida State, as that bunt goes off the leg of Boomsma. But number 9 overall seed Florida State falling to Stetson in the opening round of their Tallahassee regional. Why not USD?
Well, see, because here's the thing. They're playing the one team I can't root for them to beat. That's why. That's why.
They're playing the one team that I like more than my alma mater.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Here's the 0-1. Boomsma, perfectly executed bunt down the third base line. He is safe at first, and Bestie coming all the way home. He's safe at home.
And once again, Brayden, what do we talk about with Yankton? They find a way to make runs happen. What a play, what an effort there. I almost wonder, would have been better off maybe holding that one at third base. I know Boomsma's got some speed, and that's a tough throw to make, but because of that throw, Bestie takes advantage of it and gets home.
Let's look at it again, your Vision Care Associates replay. Longer replay here. I wanted to make sure I got the whole play on it. Boomsma just a very well executed bunt is back on live action. He takes off for second base and steals it. We're still watching the replay online as Boomsma, just a firecracker of plays out there for Carter Boomsma. He's all over for Yankton right now.
What do we always say? Start the clock. As soon as he's on first base, he's going to go. 14 stolen bases on the season, make it 15 there, and he's heading for third.
And Kudera lays down a bunt here. It takes an awkward bounce in front of Poole. Kudera's going to be safe at first. Runners at the corners. Small ball working for the Yankton Bucks.
And we saw this in Game 1 against Brookings last weekend that led to some runs as well. And Yankton taking advantage of it here early. Jackson Kudera with another good piece of bunting. You can tell this team spends a lot of time in practice working on that type of stuff. 2 great bunts, one from Boomsma and one from Kudera right there.
I think the only guy on the team I haven't seen lay down a bunt is Easton Feeser, which... valid. That's not a guy you don't want to tell not to swing away. Yankton showing bunt again, pulling back. Throw down to second base, not in time. So 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Christian Weir at the plate. And Sturgis, they were ready for that one that time, Josh. Third baseman started charging up on it right away.
Yeah, and Weir a good hitter now. He's got runners in scoring position with no outs. And what's so big about that, Brayden, with Kudera grabbing second, that avoids a double play ball.
That one outside for a ball. 2-0 count. Weir was able to pull back on that first pitch in time to take ball 1. No, check that. Say it's 1-1. Scoreboard had me messed up out there in center field, Josh. Here's the 1-1. Weir swings at it for strike 2. And Christian Weir, interesting story talking about him with head coach Drew Lawrence in the postgame last week. Christian was a guy a few years ago who wanted just to focus on pitching. Didn't even want the bat in his hands. Wanted to be a primary pitcher, and he's been good with the bat as of late this season. That one misses outside for a ball. Should make the count 2-2.
Yeah, and and you talk about Christian picking up a bat. What's so awesome about that is he's really good at it. We've seen him with some really nice playing time last week and had a good piece of hitness. He's going to have a single here.
It's at least 1 RBI for sure. Boomsma comes home safely, taking the turn at third, heading home as Jackson Kudera throw in, not in time. Weir takes off for second. He slides in safe at second base. Great piece of hitting from Christian Weir. 2 more runs come across for the Yankton Bucks.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there. Just gets it past the third baseman. 2-runner score, and once again, if you make the wrong throw, Yankton's going to make you pay. As soon as that throw was heading home, they said, okay, Christian, you're rounding for second. And of course, he gets in there. And now Yankton scoring position. Once again, a nice 2 RBI hit there for Christian Weir.
Just well executed. You just watched it again if you're on KYN TV and your Vision Care Associates replay. Hit it right past the third baseman who was playing close, Josh, with how Yankton's been able to lay down a bunt a couple times here today. And now Yankton really getting to Cale Poole here. 4 hits, 3 runs, another runner now in scoring position. We're going to get a mound visit here for the Sturgis Scoopers. We're going to take a quick break with them, just 30 seconds, and we're going to come back. Yankton up 3-0 in the bottom of the second. We're back in 30 seconds.
Are you tired of sugary sports drinks that make you crash faster than your team's playoff hopes? Strike out thirst like a champ with Liquid Death. It's 100% mountain water, no sugar, no weird colors, no fake flavors, just pure hydration that's cooler than your walk-up song. Perfect for dugouts, doubleheaders, and post-game victory laps. Because swinging for the fences is easier when you're not running on fruit punch and regrets. Whether you're playing, practicing, or just pretending to stretch, grab a Liquid Death and crush your thirst with style.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. There is some action over in the Sturgis bullpen now as Cale Poole has found himself in a trouble spot here in the bottom of the second. And honestly, I feel bad is not a lot of it's been his fault. It's been well-executed bunts. It's not like he's given up tank shots into the gaps.
Has given up a couple hits, but yeah, like you said, bunting and really good base running playing a key factor. But when it's coming down to elimination season, you're going to see these teams make some quick moves if they have to, and I think that might be what you see here from Sturgis if this continues to go south. We're getting a big lead off a second here as well.
Yeah, pitch misses low. Weir starts to take off. He'll hustle back to the bag at second base. 180 feet away from potentially the 4th run of the game. It was pretty smooth sailing. There were only 2 base runners total in the first 3 half innings, Josh, and now here in the bottom of the second, 3 runs have come across for Yankton.
Yeah, and it's all just, once again, manufacturing runs, making good plays on the base path as Kamshoff takes a strike there. But, it's one of those where plays where guys should only grab 1 bag, Yankton manages to grab 2. And you've seen that here tonight a couple times on some bunts. And then, of course, Christian rounding out that single there and getting over to 2.
We talked about the back half of the lineup for Yankton all year long, kind of being able to provide a spark as Poole fakes a throw to second to force Weir to dive back in safely. 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup have already come around to score. Number 8 in the lineup is at second base, and now number 9 in the lineup, Simon Kamshoff. who's been carrying a big bat as of late. Hit a home run here recently at Riverside Field as well.
Yeah, deep shot to left.
2-1 outside for ball 3, making a 3-1 count to the Yankton third baseman.
Obviously, you don't want to put 2 on with no outs at the top of the lineup coming back. We saw Beck Reichen put a nice piece of hitting out into the field, just got caught last time up, and Poole in danger of doing just that.
3-1 inside for ball 4. Kamshoff will take first base, and you just said it, Josh. I almost called you Bosch.
Bosch Joelter on the call today.
Chris Bosch. Anyway.
Yeah.
Underrated. My favorite member of the Big Three.
Yeah, he was an awesome basketball player for a long time. Unfortunately, blood clots kind of ended his career short, but a great basketball player.
Yeah. Now I'm sad. Anyway.
Yeah.
2 runners on, and Reichen shows bunt, gets it down on the third base line, but it kicks foul for strike 1.
And how about that? That shows the selflessness of this team, Brayden. You have your leadoff guy at the plate with 2 runners on and no outs, and what does he do? He's trying to lay down a freaking bunt here to get going. I mean, that just shows this team's willing to do anything, and what a really selfless attempt there.
Yeah, anything to load the bases up for, and if you do load the bases up here, if you're Beck Reichen, 2 of the best hitters in the entire state are right behind you in Goki and Fieser. As Reichen swinging away at this one, chopper towards the shortstop, no play at second, over to first in time, able to keep a toe on the bag over there at first. Great stretch for the out, a 6-3 put out. But the runners do advance, so 2 in scoring position now for Sam Goki. Doing to give credit to Elijah Stroud on that stretch at first base.
Yeah, Reichen did what he had to do, advance the runners, but a credit, once again, to Royer over there at short. A lot of guys will look to make that throw over at second. Kamshoff was already basically there, and Royer kind of knew that. Made the throw over to first, get the force out. I think that was really nice. Another nice play there from Sturgis' shortstop.
Traditional speaking, the shortstop is your captain in the infield. I know you know all about shortstop captains as a Yankees fan, as Goki puts it over the shortstop's head for an RBI single. Might be 2 runs coming around third, heading home, diving in safely. Another pair of runs score. It's Weir and Kamshoff crossing home plate. Goki bringing them in with the RBI single.
Yeah, another nice piece of hitting there. And when Yankton has been able to get hits, Brayden, we've seen 2 of those where it's been first pitch, swinging, just put it out and play, and 2 more runs come across. Now Goki sitting over there. We did see him earlier, obviously, steal a bag in the first inning, and could he go again?
He does take off for second base. Throw down, not there in time. Closer than the first one, Josh, but still not there in time. Second steal of the game for Sam Goki.
And you can tell early on if Yankton likes their chances against a catcher with how aggressive they are on the base pass. We've seen some games where they've laid off, but tonight it is full throttle out there, and they've taken advantage of it.
Here's the 1-0 home. Inside. No, hit the inside part of the plate for strike 1. A little delay there on the strike call. I thought he was going to say ball.
Yeah, and we've seen that spot been kind of mixed results, whether a ball or strike call so far, and maybe that can throw off hitters and honestly pitchers sometimes. They don't know if that's a spot they should attack or not, but we'll see if that kind of leans one way or the other as this game goes on, whether it's going to be a strike or a ball call.
I know there is a baseline of what a strike zone should be, but every umpire does have their own strike zone. I think that spot that we talked about, that's ball 3 to Easton Fieser just a few moments ago. That's kind of the edge of the home plate umpire strike zone, so playing with it there a little bit. Here's the 3-1. Poole coming set. Still action in the Sturgis bullpen. 3-1 home. Fieser foul tipped. He liked that one a lot, Josh. Just could not get where he wanted it.
Yeah, and I think power hitters love nothing more than a 3-1 strike. They're just kind of fouled that one off the edge of the bat, and I'm going to keep going here in this plate appearance.
I believe I got a number as Fieser takes ball 4. So 2 runners on now for Gavin Johnson. And this is the 9th Yankton batter to come to the plate this half inning.
Yeah, and full way around here with Bestie, who led the inning off with that base hit out to left. And Gavin Johnson trying to get on the action here. Had a strikeout looking last inning, trying to get in on the party here early.
Warming up in the Sturgis bullpen is number 1, Tate Johnson. As Gavin Johnson grounds this one to the left side of the infield, goes between the legs of the third baseman into left field. Goki coming all the way home. He slides in safely. Another run across for the Bucks. They're up 6-0.
And that's just an unfortunate break over there at third, right? You one of those where Andreski had a play, just not able to make it, and unfortunately this is going to continue. Had a real chance, I think, at a double play ball there, but instead it turns into a run for Yankton.
New pitcher coming out. Looks like Tate Johnson coming out of the pen. Cale Poole's day is done. So we're going to go to break while they let the new pitcher warm up this pitching change and breaking the action from Kaiser Heating and Cooling. We're back in 90 seconds. Yankton leads 6-0 with 2 runners on. Back in 90 from Riverside Field.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, they believe you should understand your dental health, not just receive it. They'll show you your x-rays and photos, explain the why behind any treatment, and make sure you feel confident about your care. And if you have dental insurance, it's a good time to use it. New patient exams and x-rays are often covered at 100%. Learn more at elwoodfamilydentalcare.com, where they take care of the entire family.
Does your insurance agent know you by name? Do you see them at the school pickup or around town? Home and auto insurance is more than just premiums and deductibles. It's about having someone who truly understands you and your family. We take the time to get to know your life, your needs, and what matters most, so you have the right coverage when it counts. Call me, Skylar Sherman with Missouri River Associates in Yankton today for insurance you can trust from someone who's truly local.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but not sure where to start? I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. With 20 years of experience and a passion for finding the perfect match, I'll work hard for you, answer all your questions along the way, and make it stress-free. Call me at 605-664-5555, and let's get moving.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Tate Johnson on the mound as Cale Poole's day is done for Sturgis. And Josh, the numbers aren't going to be kind to him, but it didn't feel like he was pitching that bad. We were talking during the break. He gave up 2 really good hits. Honestly, Tate Bestie had a hit off of him, and Sam Goki had a hit off of him, which like we said while we were talking, everybody has gotten a hit by Sam Goki at some point this year. So a lot of it's just base running and small ball and well executed game plan from Yankton. And unfortunately, his day done pretty early here in the second inning.
Yeah, the stat line doesn't really tell the story for Cale Poole here tonight. Unfortunately for Sturgis now, you're going to your pen just 1 1/3 into this. Is now there's a mound visit with the umpire. I'm not sure what's going on. He's having a conversation with Tate, checking out his arm. I don't know if it's maybe the athletic sleeve he's wearing. I know sometimes in high school if it's got a logo on it or something like that, and it looks like he is turning it inside out. I wonder if it's got a logo on that. I know that's the thing. Like, I remember playing football in high school. You couldn't wear those sleeves or anything like that with a logo. Like, you couldn't have wristbands or anything like that. Like, it was one of those, the most they'd allow you is athletic tape.
Let the kids have their swag, man.
I'm with you. I'm with you, man. But it's one of those, I think that's exactly what's happening here. I had to turn that athletic sleeve inside out from what I see here.
What's Coach Prime always say? Look good, feel good, play good. And if you play good, you get paid good.
I had one of those once because it helped me with a sore arm once, but I lost it as that pitch goes wild, Brayden.
Yeah, it gets between the legs of the catcher, and runners advancing to second and third. Now 2 guys in scoring position for Tate Bestie, who's at the plate for the second time here in the bottom of the second inning. Yankton leading 6-0. All 6 coming here in the second.
And he was first pitch swinging last time up in this inning, put one out into left field, really got this inning started in a good way for the Bucks, and now he's got a chance to add to it here with 2 runners or the runner on second and third.
The 1-0 home misses outside for a ball. 2-0 count now to Bestie as Tate Johnson coming out of the pen. Just realized Tate versus Tate.
Tate on Tate crime action here, whatever you want to call it, is he throws a ball. And I know at this point, so you're down 3-0 on the count if you're Tate Johnson. Do you consider, if you're Sturgis, putting him on and trying to maybe play for a double play ball? I know Carter Booms was up, and that's a tough guy to turn 2 on, but you're trying to find outs any way you can.
I think you have a better chance of getting a quarter in a hot sauce bottle than getting Carter Booms on a double play ball. But it is something that you got to think about. And here's a 3-1 count now after that is in there for a strike from Johnson. Here's a chopper to the right side of the infield. 1 run's going to score on it. Second baseman up with it, over to first in time. A 4-3 putout retires Bestie. But another run comes across, Josh, with 2 outs now in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, and how about that? A 7-run, a second inning here for the Bucks. They've really just come to life here with the bats here this inning and making a statement early here in the Super Regionals. It sounds like a wrestling show. The Super Regionals.
WWE Super Slam. Anyway.
The John Cena prank call. Nice.
Top five. That was a radio bit originally, so top 5 radio bit ever, in my opinion.
Gonna take on Undertaker, Kane, CM Punk, and even the Big Show.
No more Super Slam, no more wrestling.
That's not exactly how she put it, now was it? Used a little bit more colorful language that we can't use on the air.
Well, there's this, a poet once said the FCC won't let me be. So. I'm just kidding. I love the FCC. It's a 1-2 count. The 1-2, Boomsma into right field, drifting towards the foul line, but it will be gloved in right, falling down to make the play. Lost his footing out there in right field, but out number 3. 7 runs come across on 5 hits. A couple runners get stranded on base, and there was 1 error for the Sturgis defense. We go to the top of inning number 3 in a 7-0 ball game here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We're back in 1 minute from Riverside Field.
If it's time to review the look of the signage of your business, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including exterior and interior signage, fleet wraps, digital signs, and much more. They also do logo creation and vehicle wraps. Their technicians arrive on site, fully equipped to get the installation done with quality workmanship. With the latest tools and technology, Mayor Signs provides high-quality installation service for any sign. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton.
Ford has just announced employee pricing on almost all of the entire lineup of new Ford vehicles. Employee pricing is always the cheapest way to buy a new Ford. The employee price is roughly $2,000 less than dealer cost, and you still get to take off any other rebates that apply. Moody Motors has a great lineup to choose from, and as always, we take almost anything in on trade. Save money and get the vehicle that you want right here at Moody Motors in Niobrara. You're in the mood for Moody.
It's the designated hitter, Blake Kaufman, up to the plate to lead things off for the Sturgis Scoopers, looking for their second hit of the game and looking to answer after a loud bottom of inning number 2 for the Yankton Bucks, Josh. 7 runs on 5 hits. They were aided by 1 error defensively for Sturgis, but a fantastic bottom of the second for Yankton.
Yeah, and if you're Beck Reichen, a whole different type of ball game than when you were those first 2 innings, right? It's 0-0. You're kind of pitching a little more careful there, trying not to give anything up, and just like that, you come back out and it's 7-0. Your team's winning. It's one of those where you can pitch a little more loose, take a little more risks, be maybe even a little more aggressive as you're up there on the mound. See what he can do, and obviously Yankton trying to take a commanding 1-0 lead in this series heading into tomorrow, but that's a great way to start with that in that second inning.
Here's a chopper to the right side of the infield. Feeser up with it at first. He'll step on the bag himself. 3 unassisted to retire the leadoff batter here in the top of the third. Kaufman goes back to the dugout, and Andreski will come to the plate now. The Jaron Andreski, the third baseman for Sturgis, and then the 9-hitter.
And just soft contact there down the first base line, right? So when I say this, it's not like it was some spectacular play, but Easton Feeser, once again, is just another dependable glove out there. You don't see him make a lot of mistakes either on that infield. Kind of an unsung hero out there as well at first base. We talk obviously a lot about what he does at the plate, but just a dependable first baseman as well.
It's a first pitch strike from Reichen as well to the 9-hitter for the Scoopers. And here's the 0-1 home. Off the plate for ball 1.
Ball 1.
Yeah, the 2 energy drinks, not a good call. I'm going to take another sip, though. See if that fixes it. Chopper foul down the left field line. Simon Kamshoff up with it, but obviously out of play, so they'll re-rack for a 1-2 pitch.
And Reichen, coming to this inning, Brayden, pitch count in good shape as well. Sitting at 20 coming in. He's at 26 as of that pitch, but yeah, he's pitching well, looking good out there, as he has all season, of course, but obviously once you get into playoffs, you want him to be able to step up, and has so far, as he's going to get strike 3 looking.
Yeah, sets him down looking like you said. That's a backwards K for Beck Reichen. 2 up, 2 down, and now the lineup's going to roll over. Bridger Batten, second baseman, will come up to the plate.
Not a lot to work with here, obviously, with 2 outs and no one on, but you never know with 2 outs if you can get something going here, maybe a late inning rally. Just trying to cut into that lead any way you can here, down big early.
(1-0) misses the zone, not by much for Beck Reichen there, making a 2-0 count. Today's broadcast brought to you in part by Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. That one didn't miss by much either, Josh, but it's 3-0 count.
Yeah, a lot of fringe stuff right on that where it kind of looked like it could have been called either way. Ump didn't like it, maybe thought it was a little high on that one, and all of a sudden you're working with a 3-0 count.
That one in there for strike one, and you got to, we are a little off-center here in the booth. We're not directly behind the plate like the umpire is, so some of those borderline calls obviously deferring to the guy with the better angle, but Beck's been right around the zone. That one, though, misses by a little more than he would have liked for ball 4. And that's going to put Massabat in at first base. Brody Royer, who's been a star in the infield today so far for Sturgis, had a great diving grab to his left back in the first inning, which you can see that again in your Vision Care Associates replay if you're watching on KYN TV. And that was Beck Reichen at the plate as well, and it was just a great play in the field from Royer.
Yeah, fouled off there. Royer's been great at shortstop and doing well so far. I will... sorry, there was another shortstop that's driving me nuts right now. The Subway Series is going on. We'll leave it at that.
Is he potentially Italian?
Let's put it this way. It's on Apple TV tonight. They said there was a 38% chance of striking out for Anthony Volpe. They had that stat up, and
they were correct.
They were correct on a really bad slider.
Here's the 1-1 from Beck Reichen. And fouled off of... everybody.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that hit Johnson and the umpire. Kind of ticked. I think the umpire got the worst of that, but just kind of ticked off of Johnson's helmet there too.
Anytime a ball goes off of an umpire, I'm reminded of John Thayer, a guy who umpires a lot of games here. We were talking about the Coyotes earlier, voice of Coyote Athletics over there for them. But there was one game, basically back-to-back pitches. He took one off the chest, kind of where, or maybe off the shoulder where his padding wasn't quite where it needed to be, and then one right off the mask. And it was just, he was getting beat up behind the plate. I feel bad for him that day, but it's a 2-2 count.
I wonder if he's in Lincoln right now. Can't rule it out.
Can't rule it out, as that one misses the low for a ball. 3-2 count. Looking at the Coyote Huskers game, bottom of the third, 0-0 down in Lincoln. So the Coyotes, obviously, Madison Evans, their pitcher, was a star for them all throughout the Summit League tournament, and looks like she is pitching well here in the NCAA tournament as well.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend of ours that works in the sports information department over there at USD, and if I understand it right, she pitched every game in that Summit League tournament. I mean, my goodness.
And I know softball is different. You see those pitchers throw a lot compared to baseball, where you might see a guy twice a week at most. But she is an exceptional thrower. Here's the 3-2 home. Runner takes off for second in a full count with 2 outs, and it's high for a ball. So Royer is going to go to first. Given a free pass, puts 2 runners on with 2 down.
And this is what we talked about, right? Trying to make something out of nothing here. You had nobody on, 2 outs. You work back-to-back walks. All of a sudden, Reichen, not nervous, but working with a little bit of trouble here, and he's going to get a mound visit from Coach Drew Lawrence.
Mound visit here, and during this break in the action, I want to thank a couple of our sportscaster partners, including Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser, go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. They're located at 808 West 23rd Street. Also, thank you to Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with a vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. Quick conversation on the mound, Josh, and it was just a one-on-one conversation. Infield, stay where you are. This is just between Coach Lawrence and Beck Reichen trying to settle the nerves. And throughout my time calling Yankton Bucks baseball, usually the pitchers settle right back down after a conversation with their head coach.
Yeah, he really is Miyagi out there on the mound, able to control his guys. I don't know if he's saying wax on, wax off quite like that, but he knows the right words to say, the right buttons to push, the right time, and hoping to settle down his pitcher right here in Beck Reichen.
This is the Miyagi-Do way. The 0-1 misses outside for a ball. 1-1 count from Reichen.
I still haven't seen the new movie. I guess there was a new one that came out this summer, or last summer, I should say. It's already this summer. But, yeah, I never caught that one.
It is this summer, ain't it? Well,
yeah.
Technically not. Summer technically starts on June 21st with the summer solstice.
We've done this gimmick. Is there anything else happening that day?
Nope. 1-2 count as that one's fouled off.
By the way, Brayden, in this inning alone, Reichen's thrown more pitches than he did in the first 2. Threw 20 in the first 2, 22 in this inning as we count with those 2 walks that have really kind of worked up that count a bit.
There's only a 6-pitch second inning as well from Reichen, as Stroud might make him throw more. Ball is going to drop in front of Tate Bestie. Throw in, cut off by Kudera. No play at the plate. It's an RBI single for Elijah Stroud. First run of the game for the Sturgis Scoopers.
Yeah, and once again, just turning nothing into something there. We talked about it. 2 outs, nobody on, then you get 2 walks, then that base hit. You're cutting into that lead. And look, it really is, when you're down 7 coming into this inning, it's 1 bat at a time, right? And that's what Sturgis is putting together here in this 3rd inning.
Now 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for Sturgis on the scoreboard. As a half-hearted cut there for strike 1.
One of those maybe kind of decided to swing late right on that and just didn't get all the way around and resulted in a strike.
This is Jack Jolly at the plate, the right fielder. Jolly takes the 0-1 for strike 2, so it's a quick 0-2 hole as Reichen, after giving up his first run of the game, there ain't been many runs all season given up by Beck Reichen.
And there's some pitchers when sometimes it takes them giving up a run to lock in. Could that be the case here for Beck? We'll see.
The 0-2 home, fouled off. That was a protection cut there from Jolly. That one got pretty close to the handle on the bat there when he swung it around.
And we've seen a couple of those from him in this at-bat, right? That first strike where he kind of got a half swing. That one, like you said, kind of a protection swing, just trying to keep this inning alive with a couple runners on.
Wind picking up, Josh, and it's blowing out towards left center field. Keep an eye on that throughout this game. And swung on and missed there from Jolly. Strike 3, strands 2 runners on. 1 run does come across, though, for the Scoopers. It is a 7-1 ball game as we head to the bottom of inning number 3. Yankton back to the plate when we come back in 60 seconds. They lead by 6. Back in 1 minute here on KYNT and KYN TV.
It's sandal season at Boston Shoes to Boots, and we are fully loaded on new inventory and classic favorites. From popular brands like Birkenstock, Chaco, Keen, Atrex, Dansko, Sorel, and so much more. Find the perfect fit and step into something new this season. Boston Shoes to Boots, open 6 days a week, located in the heart of downtown on Cedar Street. See you soon, shoe lovers.
Yankton Thrive believes Yankton works better together. We all know that when our local businesses grow, tourism thrives, jobs expand, and investment follows, our whole community benefits. Through partnerships, shared goals, and collaboration, we're building a stronger future for Yankton together. You can learn how Yankton Thrive is connecting people, ideas, and opportunities by going online to yanktonsd.com. Yankton Thrive, because Yankton works better together.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. Yankton leads 7-1 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. It's the opening game of a potential 3-game series between the Bucks and the Scoopers here in the Class A Super Regionals. Winner of this series moves on to the state tournament next week at Augustana University. Traditionally held at the Birdcage in Sioux Falls the last couple years, but moving to Augie this year, Josh.
And most importantly, a feather just flew in and landed on my hand.
Fair enough.
That's what I got. But yeah, no, a state tournament on the way. Yankton, at least right now, looking good. Gave up a run there, but we talk about that 7-run second inning there. They're trying to get to Sioux Falls, and obviously, have to hold on here and then close things out tomorrow. But things are looking good here early for the Bucks.
It's a 2-0 count here to start things off. To the leadoff man is Jackson Kudera at the plate. This is the 7, 8, 9 hitters due up this half inning for Yankton. Christian Weir on deck, Simon Kampshoff in the hole, and then I'd roll over to Beck Reichen at the top of the order. As that one misses inside. 3-0 count now to Reichen. More action over in the Sturgis bullpen as well, Josh. Keep an eye on this for the Scoopers.
And once again, moving quick, and this might also be a case. Johnson, Brayden's had 11 pitches. They might want to try to save him potentially for tomorrow if they can. It's 15 pitches, correct?
20.
20. Okay, so maybe they might let him get to that 20 pitch limit and then, go to the pen once again trying to save him for tomorrow, needing arms.
See if I can get that Scooper in the bullpen for you. That was warming up. Got to pull up the roster sheet every time I need to check a number. So much fun. As that's strike 1 in there to Christian Weir from Tate Johnson on the mound.
Nice piece of hitting from him last time up. Brayden had that 2-run RBI single. Looking to continue here as he takes strike, make it 0-2.
We're at the plate, 1 runner on after a opening walk for Jackson Kudera. Warming up in the bullpen was Logan Royer. I say was because he's now returned to the dugout. And strike 3 looking. 3 pitches, all strikes for the punch out for Johnson, and that's going to bring Simon Kampshoff to the plate. Sorry, kid.
Almost did it. Lucas Kampshoff, obviously a great buck and a current Lancer right now. And
he's also smashing the ball for the Yankton Lakers right now in the South Central League, Josh, through their first couple games. Guy can just flat out hit. That one misses low for a ball. Gets away from the catcher. Kudera second-guessed himself a little bit going off to second. He's going to stay at first. No need to get too overly aggressive here. You got 6-run cushion in the bottom of the third. You're in control of this game as of right now. No need to make any mistakes on the base paths. The 1-0 in there for strike 1.
Yankton taking a lot of strikes here in these first couple at bats. I know the 4-pitch walk from Kudera, but between Weir and now Kampshoff takes a pitch look in there. Just didn't like it, but still in the zone.
That one misses low for a ball. 2-1 count now. Kampshoff is able to avoid the double play ball. We'll see Beck Reichen come to the plate. He's in the on-deck circle. You got to assume that's what the Scoopers want, those. A slow roller in the infielder. Oh, don't want it to be too slow to turn the double play, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's 3-1 count to him now, though. Just got blinded by the logo on Kampshoff's right glove. It's like reflective silver. Here's the 3-1 in there for strike 2. I'm sorry to get off topic for again.
Oh, absolutely. Logos on equipment so far have been a big topic of conversation in this game. That's what I'm learning.
The sun hit it perfectly and it was right into my left retina. And Kampshoff saw that pitch well and drives it into left field for a base knock. He's on first. Kudera on second. Beck Reichen stepping back into the batter's box here shortly.
And a good piece of hitting there from Simon Kampshoff, well beyond his years. Slaps one into left there with a full count. That's big-time hitting right there. And now Beck Reichen looking to make Sturgis pay.
Bottom of inning number 3, Yankton leads 7-1. 6 hits now as a team for the Bucks. They've drawn a couple walks as well. Kudera leads off a second. First pitch to Reichen. He has to dance out of danger to avoid getting struck himself.
Yeah, just had to avoid that one. There's some where you're like, okay, I could maybe wear that. Not that one. That had some heat on it, was inside. Get out of the way of that one, young man.
You don't need to wear everything that comes inside, but the 1-0 misses outside for ball 2. Sometimes you got to protect yourself, Josh.
Yes, yeah, you do. You really do, especially, you never know if the ball hits you in the right spot that can, cause injury there, and nobody wants that as Beck's working a really good count here. Takes a strike.
First strike of the at-bat from Johnson, make it 2-1. Johnson taking his time here. Now the 2-1 home. In there for a strike, and Johnson threw everything into that pitch.
Yeah, he's an aggressive thrower, and there's some guys who you can tell where, they have to put a little more into it, and I don't mean that in a bad way, where, you can just tell when a pitcher puts it all into a pitch, and that was one of those, like you said.
Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Reichen is retired to bring up Sam Goki.
Yeah, big-time strikeout there for Tate Johnson, right? Needed that one and got it. Now trying to get out of this inning, but there's a guy coming to the plate that you don't want to mess with, obviously, and Sam Goki walked in the first and then got that hit in the second. 2 runs came around to score on that, and he's looking to maybe bring in another run here with a base hit.
That one misses the zone low for ball 1. We've talked about it all year long, but the defending Class A high school player of the year is Sam Goki, and got a real good shot at being in line for that, for at least a shot at that award again, Josh. They'll announce that during the state tournament, I know. But 2-0 count now to him as he takes that one for a ball.
Yeah, and working a good count early. Now, if you're Johnson, you got to be careful. If you throw something he likes, obviously he's going to want to put that in play, and just got to be careful here if you're Johnson.
And that one gets away from him past the catcher. Runners advance and throw goes into left field past Royer. Runner's going to come home from second base. A couple mistakes on the play, score another run for the Bucks. They now lead 8-1. And we're going to get a mound visit here on KYNT and KYN TV. I think they're going to make a change. We're just going to talk things over.
They are taking the ball here, Brayden, but...
Oh, I was wrong. They are going to make a change on the mound. And while they have this pitching change, we're going to go to break, let the new pitcher warm up, and we'll get you his information when we come back. Yankton leads 8-1 over Sturgis here on KYNT and KYN TV. We're back in 90 seconds with the new pitcher.
Car troubles never happen at a convenient time. Whether you find yourself with a flat tire, dead battery, breakdown, or in an accident, call Gary's Towing. They've been helping drivers in the Yankton area for over 50 years with light, medium, and heavy towing. Family-owned and operated Gary's Towing is the name you can count on, day or night. Call Gary, Mike, or Mason at 605-665-4351. Gary's Towing, where experience means reliability.
Water isn't supposed to be in floors or in ceilings, but leaks and accidents happen.
If that happens, you should call FloorTech Cleaning and Restoration.
They clean it up and restore your home. From burst pipes to unexpected leaks, FloorTech Cleaning and Restoration responds fast. 24/7 proudly serving Yankton, Mitchell, Norfolk, Sioux Falls, and beyond. If your home or floor is wet, call FloorTech.
I'm Chris, the plant accountant here with Parker of Yankton. So let's do some math. 40 hours a week, 52 weeks a year, that's 2,080 hours. With our night shift pay differential of $2.35 an hour, that comes out to over $400 extra in your pocket every month. Nearly $5,000 extra dollars a year, just for working the same job on a different shift. Same work, same team, just more in your paycheck. Join us and let the math work in your favor. Learn more at parker.com/careers.
Parker, engineering your success.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. And Josh, it's the shortstop coming into pitch. Brody Royer will take the mound. We're talking a little earlier on, it was Logan Royer who was warming up in the bullpen, but they don't go to him here for the Scoopers. This is now the third pitcher of the game. 2 down, 1 runner on second base, and 1 run had just come across on a wild pitch.
Yeah, and a tough break there, obviously. Yankton taking advantage, as they do. Just making plays happen right there, and another one there off a wild throw down to third. Off the wild pitch leads to a run for Yankton here. And now working a tough spot for Royer, a 3-0 count, and he's going to walk Sam Goki here.
And that might have been the longest wait between pitches for Sam Goki ever. Obviously the pitching change in a 3-0 count, but Goki walks, and that's going to bring Easton Fieser to the plate. And Josh, an update from Lincoln.
I don't like the way you said that.
A solo home run for Autumn Iverson has put the Coyotes up 1.
I could tell the way you said that. I could tell by the inflection in your voice, the way you were going with that.
This is a win-win for me. Either my favorite college that I've grown up supporting wins, or the college I went to wins. That one misses low and inside for a ball to Fieser.
Yeah, and it's another one there. Fieser's so dangerous at the plate. Do you kind of work around him? We'll see.
I will say, though, if Nebraska gets upset in this game, Iowa fans on Twitter will be insufferable. As Fieser rips that one into right field, might score another run. Diving stop in right to keep it from rolling to the fence. 1 run will score. It's an RBI double for Easton Fieser. Yankton now on top, 9-1.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there. Just able to put it in play once again, slaps it out to right field, and add another run here for the Bucks. Some timely 2-out hitting there from Yankton's first baseman.
Still at the bottom of the 3rd inning here on KYNT and KYN TV. Game 1 of a potential 3-game series, but take game 1, you're really in control heading into tomorrow. First pitch misses for a ball to Gavin Johnson. Here's the 1-0 home from Royer. Into left field. A yard trimmer finds its way into the glove of the left fielder. Fieser starts to go home. He's caught out in between the third base bag and home plate, and he is out at third. Took too big of a turn at third, did Easton Fieser. And I wonder if that was just a miscommunication with his third base coach, Drew Lawrence, or what. But still, one run does come across on that play. Should make it another run for the Yankton Bucks. Should be 10-1 here once they get that updated on KYNT and KYN TV. But we're going to go to break. Sturgis at the plate when we come back. The Bucks up 9, back in 1 minute from Riverside Field.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC. Introducing the all-new Glow Vitality Bar at Glow Aesthetics Med Spa. Quick, effective in-office injections and IV therapies designed to support energy, immunity, recovery, and overall wellness in minutes. From NAD+ and glutathione for cellular support and glow to B-complex boosts, hydration drips, and fast-acting nausea or pain relief. We make feeling better simple and convenient. Need a quick energy reset, recovering from travel or a long week? It's time to glow. Glow Vitality Bar at Glow Aesthetics Med Spa.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. Top of inning number 4, Beck Reichen back on the mound with a 9-run lead. As Yankton's on top 10-1 in the opening game of the Class A Super Regionals. It's the 4-13 matchup. As here's a chopper to the left side of the infield. High bounce, Kampshoff up with it across the diamond, pulls Fieser off the bag. Safe at first there, so a leadoff base runner for the Scoopers.
And that one just took a really high, slow bounce. We've seen that a lot at this field. That can give infielders a lot of trouble, and that's exactly what happened for Kampshoff on that play.
Yeah, had to hurry the throw over to first because of how long it took the ball to get to him, and that's baseball. That's the best way I can describe it. As back down on the field, strike one there from Beck Reichen. At the plate now for Sturgis is number 21. It's the left fielder, Jace Thurman.
And Thurman, once again, all you can do when you're down 9 is take this one batter at a time and try to get something going on offense and keep this game alive.
Second strike there makes it 0-2. And it's rivalry weekend in the MLB, Josh, this weekend. There's a lot of great rivalries, but I saw a tweet earlier today that made me laugh. It's like, there's all these rivalries that make sense, like logistically and historically, and then the Red Sox and Braves play this weekend.
Yeah, how you have a rival. I understand the game sells itself, but if you're having the Red Sox rivalry, how are they not playing the Yankees? I don't even mean that as a shot like the Mets who the Yankees are playing, but it's one of those, like, if it's rivalry weekend and you don't have the Yankees on TV, what are you doing?
Hey, here's a shot into right field. Bloops past Sam Goki at second base. Nice piece of hitting there. Thurman's going to be on first. 2 runners on now for Sturgis, Josh, with nobody out.
Yeah, and Reichen getting himself into a little bit of trouble. 2 singles that were both softly hit, but still singles nonetheless. They count in the score sheet all the same. And Sturgis here trying to get in business with 2 on and nobody out.
The other one, the tweet lists like 2 rivalries that don't make sense. Obviously, Red Sox, Braves. And the other one is Rockies, Diamondbacks. I'm like, buddy, look at a map. Colorado and Arizona are like, share a border. This one into right field. No, saved by Sam Goki. Over to first in time for the out. What a play for Sam Goki.
How about that diving effort? That looks like if that gets past Brayden, a run's probably scoring, and there's still a real chance of that here for Sturgis, but a heck of a play at second base. And I think, Brayden, we've got an early leader for defensive player of the game for Yankton. Sam Goki's been really solid over at first base tonight. Second base, excuse me.
I got to wear egg on my face, Josh. Hit the wrong button. Didn't have the camera, the right camera selected. Could not see it if you were watching on KYN TV. I am sorry, Sam Goki. That was a great play.
Diving effort to his left, gets a grounder there and just throws it over in time. I mean, a heck of a play. And now Reichen trying to work his way out of it.
It's my one mistake for the year is this one sent into center field. Another run's going to score for Sturgis. Their second of the game. Runners at the corners there. That RBI single for Tate Johnson.
Yeah, and Reichen kind of getting pieced up a little bit here these last couple innings here, having some struggles, giving up some hits, and trying to work his way through it. Luckily for him, unfortunately, he's working with a pretty big lead here, so he can relax a little bit. But yeah, giving up some hits here, and Sturgis' lineup starting to wake up.
3 hits here in the top of the third have been secured by the Scoopers. Had 2 as a team coming into this half inning. First pitch from Riken, trying to settle back in, finds the zone for strike 1. This is Jaron Ondreski at the plate. And that one fouled up off the net and out of play. Comes back. It's going to sit right next to the right leg guard of Gavin Johnson before the umpire picks it up there. High off the net, almost cleared it and went out of the stadium.
Yeah, that one popped up. But now if you're back here, you're looking for a strikeout or maybe even a grounder where you can turn a quick 2. But this one's going to be an infield hit.
And Riken scoop throw to first in time. What a play for Beck Riken. And we are going to watch that one again in your Vision Care Associates replay. Got off the mound in a hurry for Beck Riken, tracked that ball down on the high bounce, and found a way to get to Gavin Johnson in time for the tag at home. Runners on first and second. It's a 1-2 fielder's choice in the scorebook.
Nice play there. Quick reaction from Beck, and didn't have to run on that one, I understand, trying to take the chance here down 10-2. But a nice play from Riken to Johnson.
And he comes back to the next batter with a first pitch strike.
And has a chance to get out of this with minimal damage. Started the inning with 2 outs, or with no outs and 2 on, and just trying to battle back here.
Swung through that one and missed for strike 2. This is top of the order. Bridger Massabatten at the plate. And you know, Beck's got great instincts out in the field and great reaction time. They put him at shortstop when he's not towing the rubber, Josh. So,
and a good glove out there, as we know, so definitely dependable out there.
Here's the 0-2. High for a ball, 1-2 count from Riken. Brody Royer in the on-deck circle, hitting for himself now as he has gone to the pitcher's mound. Elijah Stroud is in the hole. 2 down in the inning, no guarantee it gets to either of them as Riken trying to work out of this inning with only 2 runs coming across. As time was called right before Riken threw home there.
Yeah, really late timeout in that process. I don't think Beck even saw it.
Waiting for the 1-2 home. A high chopper left side of the infield. Kampshoff up with it. Puts the tag on the runner coming by him. Heads up play there for Simon Kampshoff. Why throw it across the diamond when you can tag the guy next to you? 3 outs, but 2 runs do come across. Couple runners get left on base. 10-2 your score. Yankton leads by 8 as we go to the bottom of inning number 4 here on KYNT and KYN TV. Only 1 run comes across this half inning. Excuse me. The center field scoreboard has it where both runs came across in the 3rd inning, so my apologies there. But head to the bottom of the 4th. Yankton up 8 back in 60 seconds. This is Bucks Baseball on KYNT.
There's a moment in every real estate deal that matters more than the contract. It usually happens at a kitchen table. Maybe it's a young couple realizing they can actually afford their first home. Maybe it's a family deciding it is time to build something new. At the Move Group, that's the moment we work for. Not the commission, not the closing. The moment a person looks up and says, "We can do this." That's the Move Group. So move with Mason and the Move Group.
Move with Mason. Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. Tate Bestie will lead off the bottom of inning number 4. He's got a 10-2 lead. See what he can do here. Magic number right now for Yankton is 2. If they score 2 in the bottom half of this inning, they'd go up 10 and be 3 outs away from taking game number 1 of this Class A Super Regional. First pitch in there for a strike past Bestie.
And Bestie's having a good day. Had that nice hit. They got things started in that 7-run second inning as he takes a ball.
I think the center field scoreboard might be having an issue here at Riverside. Still says the 3rd inning out there.
Yeah, they also say 2 runs there in the 3rd. Sturgis does have 2, but they scored 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. So, not that really matters to anybody watching at home or listening at home. You can't see the scoreboard here anyways. That one's in for a strike on Bestie. But
just like to hope everything's going okay technology-wise.
It certainly helps us. It helps us. It puts a little doubt into our minds when we're reading that scoreboard and we see it's something different maybe than what we have.
2-2 pitch swung on and missed from Bestie. 1 up, 1 down to start this half inning for Brody Royer on the rubber. And that's going to bring Carter Boomsma to the plate.
And Boomsma, we saw him lay down a bunt in that first inning that led to a hit. And got an RBI on that as well.
And he'll take strike 1 there. As Royer is able to hit his spot. Obviously, with Royer coming in from shortstop to pitch, Tate Johnson took his spot at shortstop, so those guys just had a straight swap. Boomsma goes to lay down a bunt, can't get to it, 0-2 count.
Yeah, and why not give that a shot, right, Brayden? We just talked about how good he is on the base pass and had a successful bunt single earlier in this game and tried to lay another one down there, just wasn't able to get a piece of it.
Here's the 0-2 home. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back punch-outs for Royer here.
Yeah, and Royer coming in and taking care of business there on that strike 3 call and trying to make quick work of the box here. The would be the first scoreless inning Yankton's had since the first.
First pitch of the at-bat to Jackson Kudera. Misses the spot on that one, 1-0 count. And I know you just said it, Josh, but Yankton scores in the first inning, but since then, 10 total runs in the last 2 half frames, 7 in the second, 3 in the third. Now we're here in the bottom of the 4th. It's a 1-1 count to Kudera after he takes strike 1.
Yeah, and that one just catching the corner of the plate there to even up the count.
Here's the 1-1 home. Kudera chops it foul over the head of his third base coach, Drew Lawrence. Royer taking his time here. Now the 1-2 home. And Kudera sends it out into left field. Good piece of hitting, and it will drop. 1 hops off the fence. That landed on the warning track. Great pop there from Jackson Kudera. A loud double for the first base runner this half inning. Comes with 2 outs, but that's going to bring Christian Weir to the plate.
Why not some late inning dramatics from the Bucks? Like you said, a nice piece of hitting. Found that gap there in left center. And when it gets into those left and right centers parts of the outfield here at Riverside Field, it can go for a while. You saw that right there as Kudera was able to turn that into 2 bags.
Kudera got a little more under that one. It might have been gone. The wind is pushing right where he hit it right now. And if it got up in that jet stream, could have carried it over the fence. But great piece of hitting from Kudera. A 2-bagger. And it's a 1-0 count to Christian Weir.
Jetstream, one of my favorite heroes from one of my favorite superhero movies. You know which one I'm talking about? Sky High, man.
Oh, yeah.
The commander in Jetstream.
My favorite character in that is Ron Wilson, bus driver.
Ron Wilson, bus driver. Played by, I always know him as Farva from Super Troopers. I personally was a big fan of the villain. I had a big crush on, I can't remember her name, the actress who played the main villain in that movie when I was a kid.
Haven't we all? Here's the 1-1. And that one does not find the zone. It's a 2-1 count now.
Also remember Bowling for Soup made a really bad punk rock cover of Melt With You in that movie too. Do not recommend that. Everything else about that movie, check it out.
Here's the 2-1. Misses low and away for a ball. 3-1 count now, and because Google is free, Josh.
Is it Mary Elizabeth Winstead?
It is Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah.
And her character, Gwen Grayson, also known by her villain alias Royal Pain. Here's the 3-1. Christian Weir, a high chopper. Johnson up with it at short, over to first. Not going to get there in time, and it gets away from the first baseman. Coming home is Jackson Kudera. Yankton now leads 11-2. Yeah, that's got to feel like a royal pain for the Scoopers on that one. Just a mistake in the field leading to another run for the Bucks.
And if you make a mistake, Yankton will make you pay right there. Kudera is able to turn it around after the wild throw and get home to add another run.
Now Yankton, if they score once more in this half inning, they'd be 3 outs away. You know that's on the mind of the Bucks. But right now, just maintaining their advantage through the last couple innings is the primary goal. It's an 0-1 count now to Simon Kampshoff after he takes strike one.
And once again, Brayden, the bottom half of this lineup, 4 RBIs here today. They're looking to add to that as Kampshoff takes a strike.
Nice bounce back here from Royer after a mistake made in the field behind him. Doesn't let it phase him too much. Gets a couple strikes and puts Kampshoff behind the 8-ball in the batter's box. And here's another shot to the shortstop. Johnson off of his glove. They're going to take the turn at third and head home. Yankton now leads 12-2. And that's huge for Christian Weir and the Bucks as he crosses home plate. Now Yankton is 3 outs away from taking this ball game.
And just a couple mistakes here from Sturgis, right? You talk about the booted throw over to first, and then that one over there at short. Obviously, they made the change with Royer coming into pitch, and a couple tough breaks there at short here this inning.
12 runs on 8 hits, and officially 4 errors against Sturgis. Diving back in time safe at first is Simon Kampshoff. It was a hard hit ball from Kampshoff. Forced the mistake at short as that pitch misses for a ball.
And now Beck once again trying to help himself out here, give it a little bit of cushion. I assume with nobody warming up, you're going to see him take the 5th. Might as well save an arm if you can.
Sturgis has been able to get to Beck the last couple innings. 1 run in each of the last 2 frames.
And at the top end of that lineup coming up too. I believe, and maybe towards the 3-4 spot, if my memory serves correctly, I think.
That last pitch did miss inside to Reichen. It's a 2-1 count to him now. Royer taking his time. Now fires home. Reichen, chopper, left side of the infield, in the glove of the third baseman, across the diamond, out of the glove of the first baseman. Reichen is going to be safe at first, and Kampshoff takes off for third. That one, Josh, just a scoop at first that could not be brought in, and we're going to get a mound visit here.
Just can't get out of this inning right now. If you're Sturgis, you're thinking, what do we got to do here? Just a couple back-to-back mistakes here, and this inning continues.
12-2 your scores. Looks like we're going to get a new pitcher on the mound, Brody Royer, as the ball taken from him. And just mistakes in the field have really cost the Scoopers today. We're going to go to break while they let the new pitcher warm up. We're coming back in 90 seconds. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball on KYNT. Back in 90.
At Vision Care Associates, we're always improving our technology for the health of your eyes. With Optomap dilation-free exams, you get a comprehensive view of your retina without the need for dilation eye drops. It's quick, easy, and best of all, it keeps your day interruption-free. Optomap captures a detailed image of your eye, helping to detect any problems. No blurriness, no discomfort, just clear, precise results. Book your Optomap exam now.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Spring is here and the games are just getting started. From baseball season in full swing to NHL and even golf, At the Bar has it all on. Add in local matchups and more, and there's always a game worth watching. With TVs everywhere and a welcoming hometown feel, it's the perfect place to kick back and enjoy the game. So bring your friends, settle in, and be part of the crowd, where every cheer feels a little louder and every moment a little better together. You can watch the game anywhere, but the real fans gather at the bar in downtown Yankton.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, or utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYNTV. Royer leaves the mound. Royer steps onto the mound. It's Brody for Logan in the switch here for the Sturgis Scoopers. Logan Royer wearing number 22 coming out of the bullpen here.
Like you said, Royer to Royer here trying to get out of this inning. And just a nightmare inning, right, Brayden? I mean, 3 errors in this inning alone. Just rough plays. Couple back-to-back there at short. And then the kind of the not able to scoop it over there at first there as well on the grounder from Beck. And led to a couple runs this inning. Should have really gotten out here with a clean 1-2-3.
I
take it back. That's a lie because Kudera had that hit as well.
You really got a feel for Royer in that one. Just mistakes in the field behind him, pitched super well. But no, stat lines, stats and numbers in baseball, they're unforgiving, Josh.
Yeah, it's one of those, once again, 4 errors as a team here for Sturgis today. And now, like we were talking about, sometimes you think you can't catch a break, and then you look over, and some of those times you see Sam Goki at the plate coming up next, and that's a tough spot to be in.
It's how can a day go from bad to worse? This is the part of the lineup that does that for pitchers. It's Sam Goki and Easton Feeser. There are 2 down in the inning, so if Royer's able to retire Goki here, he'd really save himself a lot of pressure coming up against potentially Feeser.
And now Goki, you can almost look at this as an insurance run, as Yankton just 3 outs away from closing this one, being up 10. They can add another run here, trying to add some insurance to that lead.
Yankton's got 12 runs on 10 hits, no errors right now for the Bucks, as it's a 4-pitch walk to Sam Goki. Royer working quickly on the mound, but wasn't able to find his spot, and that's now bases loaded for Easton Feeser. And this is high pressure, high leverage, I know is a fun topic in baseball.
Well, it still might be low leverage, but I don't.
Opposite end, but high leverage for the catcher or batter. 3rd time's the charm.
Yeah, no, it's one of those, and if you're Royer, you're kind of struggling out there. It's a tough spot to come in, 2 outs, but you have runners on the corners here, and now all of a sudden you're just trying to throw strikes to 2 of the best hitters in the state, and that could be hard to do as he's thrown 6 straight balls to start this inning, or start his appearance.
2-0 count now to Easton Feeser, like you said, Josh, and Feeser's a patient guy at the plate. Royer's got to get in the zone on one of these, and he forces a swing out of Feeser there, fouled off.
Yeah, once again, Feeser, we talked about, he had a nice hit last time up, added another run there, and looking to add 2. That leads the team in RBIs, had 23 coming into the day, and is able to get another one, or hoping to get another one here.
2-1 outside for a ball. 3-1 count now. Nowhere to put Easton Feeser, and this has to be just not a fun scenario for a pitcher on the mound where you have to throw to Easton Feeser.
Yeah, absolutely. Nowhere to put him. You got no choice but to throw a strike here.
3-1. Found the zone. Well-placed pitch there from Royer. Feeser didn't like it. Full count now. This is the payoff pitch, Josh. Bases loaded, nowhere to put him. Full count, 2 down. Runners in motion, and Feeser will take ball 4. Another run scores for Yankton. They now lead 13-2. That is, I believe that's Cam Schaff coming across home plate, and that'll bring Gavin Johnson up to the batter's box.
We had a nice piece of hitting as well his last time up in the bottom of the bottom of the 3rd there. Had an RBI single past third base for a run there, and really, like I said, a nice piece of hitting for him.
13-2 your score. Yankton leads by 11 here on KYNT and KYN-TV. As that pitch low and away for a ball. Sundstrom able to glove it, though. No runs coming home. And despite what the scoreline says, Josh, I think there's a lot of things you can still build towards tomorrow with the Scoopers, as swung through and missed there for a strike. 5 hits in the first 4 innings off of one of the best pitchers in the state. Obviously, you've been able to get the bats working against Beck Reichen. It really does just come down to you got to cut down to those errors in the field. 4 errors, and it feels like a run has scored one way, shape, or form off of all of them.
Yeah, and then just some things that Yankton did so well that didn't help either. Some timely bunts that were laid down well, some good base running. But yeah, like you said, this inning in particular, 3 runs have really come across because of errors. And that's something, obviously, Sturgis knows they're going to have to clean up if they want to extend their season going into tomorrow. But, just some rough mistakes have really kind of led to a crooked number on the scoreboard.
So 3-1 count here from Royer to Gavin Johnson. Got nowhere to put him. And that one misses low and away for ball 4. Johnson will take first base. Runner's going to come home in the form of Beck Reichen. And Sam Goki took the turn at third, Josh, because that ball got away from the catcher. But Runners just moved station to station here for the Bucks. They now lead 14-2.
Yeah, and once again, Yankton just building up runs here, able to draw a couple walks with the bases loaded and just add to that lead once again and trying to make sure they can get to tomorrow a little bit quicker.
It'll be an early morning tomorrow for us
it
here
will.
at KYNT and KYNTV. 9:15 a.m. pregame. As here's a ground ball left side of the infield. Johnson up with it, a short, in and out of the glove. No play at first. Another run scores for Yankton. And Josh, unfortunately, another error for Sturgis.
Yeah, another one this inning. Is that 4 this inning alone, I think, just leading to runs once again here for Yankton. Of course, they'll take them when they can, but another tough one right there.
Carter Boomsma steps up to the plate now as he takes ball 1. 15-2, Yankton leads. For you Coyote fans out there, latest update from Lincoln. South Dakota still leads 1-0. Solo home run, the difference right now in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, trying for a major upset there on one of the 1 seeds. That'd be incredible. The turnaround they've had this season to get hot in that tournament, in the Summit League tournament, and then potentially knock off a 1 seed like that. That'd be huge.
That one misses inside for ball 3. It's a 3-0 count here. And Boomsma staying patient at the plate. Could potentially bring in another run with a walk. There's Will Sager leading off a second, by the way. Didn't mention earlier when he came into courtesy run. As Boomsma takes strike 1, almost tossed the bat, but he'll keep it in his hands.
Like you said, a couple games ago, umpires love that, don't they? It's one of those when, and I think that one was a strike, caught the top of the zone potentially there, but Boomsma obviously thought otherwise.
And most umpires are understanding when you're just getting out and going. As Boomsma pops this one up, playable behind the plate and just out of reach for Sundstrom. As he kind of hit the retaining wall here at Riverside Field. It is padded, but did knock his knee off of it. Couldn't have felt good. I know he's got guards on his legs and there's padding on the wall, but still.
And just got a slow start on that one behind the plate there and wasn't able to catch up to it. Still, though, Royer trying to get out of this inning. 1 strike away from doing so with bases loaded.
Full count, payoff pitch. Royer fires home. Ball 4 for Carter Boomsma. That's going to bring Easton Feeser across home plate. Bases still loaded here for Jackson Kudera as Yankton now leads 16-2.
Yeah, once again, just adding to that lead. 6 runs here this inning. I mean, Brayden, you look at it, 16 runs in the last 3 innings work. This offense has just come alive today, and obviously I know some errors have helped with that as well, but overall, just a good day all around at the plate here for the Bucks.
16 runs on 10 hits, no errors for Yankton. It's a 1-0 count here to Kudera. Strike 1 there for Royer. It's a 1-1 count now to Yankton's shortstop today with Beck Reich getting a start on the mound.
Yeah, but, it's one of those, like you said, he can move all around the diamond here, and especially in that middle infield, and does a really good job out there. And pretty good job with the bat, too.
I know we've talked about this already on a broadcast earlier this season, Josh, but regardless of sport, you can just look at Jackson Kudera and go, the future's bright for that kid.
And, we talk about his bat. I mean, that double earlier this inning that one kind of hits a soft infield bounce.
It's playable in the infield. Royer up with it over to first in time. Inning is over, but damage done here as Yankton leads 16-2. They are 3 outs away from taking game number 1 here in the Class A Super Regionals. See if it's Beck Reichen on the mound or someone else when we come back in 60 seconds. The Bucks lead 16-2 here on KYNT. KYNTV back in 1 minute.
A local business owner came into the UPS store with a large shipment of products for his online store. While they packed everything securely, he asked if they could also handle the international shipping. The answer? Of course they can. For over 9 years, the UPS store in Yankton has been helping business owners with both their printing and shipping needs. Whether you're sending a package across town or across the globe, they've got you covered. So stop by the UPS store in Yankton and ask about them about their shipping services or current print specials.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. The Yankton Bucks 3 outs away from taking the opening game of the Class A Super Regionals. Had to throw the super on it because
it's the soup. It sounds
awesome. You had to throw super on it because there's nothing really regional about Yankton and Sturgis, unless the region is the entire state. But I digress. It's a 1-1 count here to Logan Royer. And that one popped up over our heads here in the press box and out of play. Today's broadcast brought to you in part by Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire because they do more than sell tires. They're your auto service and tire store next door. That one misses the zone, ball 2. 2-2 count now to Royer. Also, thank you to Sherco, a proud supporter of Yankton sports. We need to be sure. Make it Sherco.
And back here, Brayden, just 3 outs away from making an early night for the Bucks. Obviously, we have an early morning. Oh, nice sliding play over at first, by the way. Easton Feeser, my goodness.
That's going to be the first out of the 5th inning, and we're going to watch that play again in your Vision Care Associates replay. Just a sliding grab over at first for Easton Feeser. It would have come up with it cleanly down that first base line, and it feels like the name of the game for Sturgis today. That was a pretty good piece of the ball. You know, sometimes, I'd say 60% of the time, 70% of the time, that gets by a guy at first base. But
the 30% is Easton Feeser, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What's the old saying? With the earth and the other percent's covered by, I can't remember.
Cubs used it in 2016 with Dexter Fowler. After this pitch, I'll hit you with it.
There's a name.
Actually, timeout here, but yeah, it was 2/3 of the world is covered by water. The other third is covered by Dexter Fowler. I love the 2016 Cubs.
Forgot he was on the 2016 Cubs.
So inspirational. Here's the 1-0. In there for a strike from Reichen. Trying to go the complete game here for Reichen. Sturgis needs to score 5 in this half inning to keep the game going on to the 6th. As that one misses inside for a ball, 2-1.
Yankton once again tomorrow. No idea on who's pitching yet. Maybe we can see if Brayden can get something out of Drew Lawrence in the postgame. See if he'll give you a hint on
2-1 misses pitching. High and tight for a 3-1 count. And I know we've talked about it. My best guess would be we see Sam Goki game 1 tomorrow morning. But when you have an embarrassment of riches in the pitching rotation like Yankton does, you could see Chase Cooley, Boston Frick, Ryan Turner, or anybody get the start tomorrow morning. As that one finds the zone for Reichen, make it a full count.
Yeah, and that's one of the, once again, that's the most important part when you're trying to make a playoff run like Yankton is. It's the pitching, right? And, when you can go to any one of those guys and it not be some crazy idea, it's just a sign of a really good team that has a chance to make a run.
As a walk issued for Beck Reichen, so a runner on with 1 down here in the top of the 5th. Yankton leads by 14, excuse me. It's 16-2. Numbers are fantastic for me right now, Josh.
Say a little all over the place, but we got there. You landed the plane. There was a little bit of turbulence, but we got there.
The plane. Landing gear is a little crooked, and we got a little bit of wing damage, but we landed her. Don't you worry. It's an 0-1 count here as that one was fouled off. Hit pretty low on the bat on that one. Every time I check the South Dakota softball score, I'm half expecting Nebraska to come alive the way that we've seen them do all season long, Josh. And
it's got to be getting deeper into this game at this point, too.
Bottom 5th in Lincoln's. South Dakota still leads 1-0.
So still a lot of ball to be played there, but it's getting to the point where, like, hey, Huskers, it's getting a little uncomfortable.
Strike 3 there looking. And now Reichen 1 out away from taking game number 1 here in the Super Regionals. One last thing about the South Dakota-Nebraska softball matchup. It would be a Cornhusker thing to do to let us down.
I can't do this.
Well,
it hurts too much. I I don't know. Postseason Nebraska, it's scary.
Postseason Nebraska.
Nebraska. Well, honestly, and the thing is, I think the narrative just kind of comes from the football team because, like, every other program there is really, really good.
Here's a drive out to left center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Sturgis is going to put a runner on second and third here as that throw comes in off the wall. You're going to hold the lead runner at third. A 2-out double for the Scoopers. It's going to bring another man to the plate. This is the left fielder, Jace Thurman.
Yeah, and obviously a lot of work to do here with 2 outs, trying to extend this game. Need 5 runs, but, that'll help. You have 2 runners in scoring position here. Now we'll see if Thurman can extend this game just a little bit longer.
First pitch to Thurman. Chopper left side of the infield. Kampshoff up with it. This could do it, and it will. Out at first. A 5-3 putout ends game number 1 of the Class A Super Regionals in the 4-13 matchup. Yankton defeats Sturgis 16-2 here at Riverside Field. 7 in the bottom of the second, 3 in the bottom of the third, and then 6 coming across in the bottom of the fourth. Yankton's offense really got it going after a slow first inning.
Yeah, absolutely woke up, and that's what Yankton needed to do. Come out tonight, take care of business. Now tomorrow you just need to take one of those 2 potential games, and we'll see if Yankton can do so. But a nice game tonight. The bats came alive. Beck Reichen pitched a good game. You didn't have to throw anyone else out there tonight, and just took care of business as they were supposed to, and walked out of here tonight with a victory.
Before we go to break to give you your post-game report, I do want to give another update for college softball, Josh. The top-seeded, one of the top seeds in Georgia, currently trailing to the College of Charleston. So none of the top seeds in softball are having good days today. It's just how it's going.
The only top seed that can do anything, the Yankton Bucks. That's what we learned here today.
It's a great game for Yankton. They win 16-2. We're going to go to break. When we come back in 3 minutes, we'll hopefully hear from the head coach of the Yankton Bucks, Drew Lawrence, here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Back in 3 minutes from Riverside Field.
When pain or injury slows you down, waiting isn't an option. That's why Yankton Medical Clinic Orthopedic Walk-In Care is available Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, right here in Yankton. No appointment is needed. Just walk in and you will be seen. It's faster access to the expert care that you deserve from doctors who live and invest in this community. We're not just your doctors, we're your neighbors. I'm Dr. Brent Adams, orthopedic surgeon with the Yankton Medical Clinic. I'm proud to call Yankton home. We're your orthopedic team and we're here for you.
Upgrading your home? That's a big moment. A happy, feel-good, we're getting a home office moment. When it's time to renovate or relocate for your growing family, our local FNBO mortgage lenders provide the personalized experience and expert guidance to make the home financing process go smoothly. We handle the details so you can focus on making the house your home. Your mortgage moment will be memorable, and FNBO is here to get you there. Visit our nearest branch or go to fnbo.com. Equal housing lender.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Boelter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Boelter, Vantage Financial, to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
In nearly every family's lineage, there's a tie to agriculture. It's a legacy reflected in how we raise our kids, help our neighbors, and respect what we have. Farmers Union Insurance was built on that legacy. And while our roots are in agriculture, our protection has grown to include home, auto, business, health, and life. Protect your legacy. Farmers Union Insurance.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury,
Check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, right here in Yankton, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Rhonda and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Rhonda Westland, it's easy to switch and save. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's easy to fall into the weekend warrior routine. A long hike, a hard gym session, a pickup game, or a full day of yard work can feel productive until your body reminds you it hasn't been building up to that load. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. Injuries often happen when the demand suddenly outpaces what your joints and muscles are prepared for. Want to stay active without the setbacks? Visit First Chiropractic Centers today with offices in Yankton, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner, inspiring and empowering others to healthier living.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's time for your post-game report, courtesy of Mason Schramm and the Move Group. Are you buying or selling? Move with Mason and the Move Group. We go to your post-game coach interview from Rhonda Westland at State Farm Insurance. Bring in head coach of the Yankton Bucks, Drew Lawrence. Game 1 win here in the Class A Super Regionals, Coach. You're now 1 win away from a state tournament appearance. He did it in pretty impressive fashion tonight, too, with a 16-2 win.
Yeah, we pretty much all phases of the game were working for us. We were able to bunt well effectively for hits. That's not exactly what we were trying to do there, but, good bunts, caused chaos, and that's what we were able to do. And then we were able to hit as well. I think 10 hits are listed up there, but it's probably more. A lot of hits. Pitching was good. Defense was good. Pretty much exactly how we draw it up.
And looking at top to bottom of the hits recorded on Game Changer, 8 of your 9 batters all got a hit today. And the only guy who didn't get a hit still was able to get on base and score a run. So everybody getting involved on the offense. Jackson Kudera and Christian Weir combined from your 7 and 8 hitters, a combined 4 for 6 with 5 runs scored and 3 runs driven in. So once again, it feels like we're talking top to bottom. Your order, just different guys getting to it every night.
Yeah, it took a while for that. We went through the first 3 weeks of the year where, thank goodness we had Samuel and we had Fieser, because overall we were struggling. After about the third week, then people started to hit. But it's like you said, it doesn't really matter the batting order. All these guys can swing it, and they've proved it. It makes us really successful when 1 through 9 can hit, and all of them can. So it's a really good aspect for the coaching staff to be able to have that many guys that can hit. It makes it a little difficult to know when we're going to bunt and stuff like that, because we got so many guys that can swing it. But like I said, good problem to have.
Active on the base paths again today, had 4 steals as a team, and just great base running when mistakes were made out in the field from you guys as well. Sam Goki gets 2 steals today, and must have heard us talking in the pregame about how it's like the only category he doesn't lead the team in. Thought he'd try to get involved in that as well, but very active as always for you guys.
Yeah, we try to not have Samuel steal as much on purpose for a couple of reasons, but one of them is, he always has a little bit of a quad thing that is always there, but the other thing is he gets on base a lot, and when he's on base, Fieser's up, and there's a big hole over there. So that's not because he can't steal bases. That's just kind of the choosing that the coaching staff has decided.
Of course, what can't he do, I guess, at the end of the day? There's a reason he's a Class A player of the state last year, and I don't get a vote, but if I did, I know where my vote's going for how he's been playing this year. Beck Reichen, one final player to talk about before looking ahead to tomorrow, Coach. 5 innings pitched for him. Did end up giving up 6 hits, but a very effective day for him. 2 runs, 4 strikeouts, and threw 78 pitches on the day.
Yeah, the line's not really going to say how good he was on that. We have an umpire that we've had before that we like a lot, and we like him because he's tight. He has a tight zone, and we knew that. Beck threw some balls that he thought were strikes, and maybe we thought were strikes, but it ends up benefiting us in the long run. So his game was really good today, not really indicative of giving up that many hits. So, yeah, we needed him, and he was big for us.
Taking game 1 today means you only need 1 out of 2 tomorrow. 10 a.m. for game number 1 for you guys. Do you have a game plan set on who we're going to see on the mound to start things off tomorrow?
Yeah, it was always going to be Samuel. You know, if you happen to lose game 1 and you have Samuel, you feel really good that you're going to get to game 3. If you win game 1 and you have Samuel, you're hoping that it's over in 2. So we're going to go with Samuel, and then we'll just see how it goes from there.
Should be fun tomorrow morning. 10 a.m. first pitch from Riverside Field. 9:15 pregame for everybody that's watching and listening at home. Coach, congrats on a big win today. 1 away from a state tournament appearance again, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
It's head coach Drew Lawrence of the Yankton Bucks here on KYNT and KYN TV. We're going to go to break, come back in a couple minutes, and wrap things up here from Riverside Field.
When it comes to Medicare, you deserve local, personal help, not a call center. I'm Jen Great with Missouri River Associates, right here in your community. I'll sit down with you, answer your questions, and help you find the coverage that fits your life. Call 665-6885 to schedule your free consultation. Missouri River Associates, your hometown Medicare resource.
There's a moment in every real estate deal that matters more than the contract. It usually happens at a kitchen table. Maybe it's a young couple realizing they can actually afford their first home. Maybe it's a family deciding it is time to build something new. At the Move Group, that's the moment we work for. Not the commission, not the closing. The moment a person looks up and says, "We can do this." That's the Move Group. People before transactions. Visit themovegroup.com.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Does anyone in your family have macular degeneration? At Vision Care Associates, we are dedicated to delivering the highest standard of eye care, utilizing the latest medical advancements to protect and improve your vision. That's why we offer ZX Pro, a new technology that measures the risk for macular degeneration. ZX Pro is a test used to assess macular health before signs of macular degeneration even begin. Be proactive and schedule an appointment.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
From sprains to fractures, getting the right care quickly makes all the difference. That's why we offer Yankton Medical Clinic orthopedic walk-in care, weekdays from 8 to 5. Walk in and be seen, no appointment needed. It's expert care, faster access, and a team that's part of your community. Because here, you're more than a patient, you're our neighbor. I'm Dr. Benjamin Lancaster, orthopedic surgeon with Yankton Medical Clinic. I'm proud to call Yankton home. We're your orthopedic team, and we're here for you.
Welcome back here on your post-game report, courtesy of the Move Group. You buying or selling, move with Mason and the Move Group. Let's run through your post-game report now, starting with your stat recap from Mayor Signs. They offer all types of signage. You can find them on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. They got lit, non-lit, digital, much more, all with Mayor Signs. Looking through the batting order, we're just going to go top to bottom for the Yankton Bucks. Beck Reichen batting leadoff. Goes 0 for 4 with a strikeout, but does score a run, reached on, I believe, an error in the field. Sam Goki goes 1 for 1 with 3 runs scored, 2 runs driven in, and 3 walks drawn. Easton Fieser goes 1 for 2 with 2 runs, 2 RBIs, 2 walks. Gavin Johnson goes 1 for 3. Does not get credited with a run. That goes to Will Sager, who was running in his place. 2 runs driven in and 1 walk for Gavin Johnson. 1 for 4 for Tate Bestie with a run scored and an RBI. 1 for 3 for Carter Boomsma with 2 RBIs, a run scored, and a walk. Also a stolen base for Boomsma. Should mention as well, Sam Goki's got 2 steals to lead the team today. Jackson Kudera goes 2 for 3, 3 runs scored, a walk, and a steal. Christian Weir goes 2 for 3, scores 2 runs, drives in 3 more. And Simon Kampshoff rounds out the batting order 1 for 2 with 3 runs scored and 1 walk. Beck Reichen throws the complete game for the Bucks. 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 4 strikeouts to 3 walks on 78 pitches. Looking for the Sturgis Scoopers, they had 6 hits as a team. Cermak had 2. He went 2 for 3 with a run scored. Stroud had 1. Brody Royer had 1. Thurman had one, and Tate Johnson went 1 for 1 with an RBI. On the mound today, Cale Poole got credited with the loss. 1 and 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned, 1 strikeout to 3 walks. Brody Royer threw an inning, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, only 1 of them earned, and had 2 strikeouts. Logan Royer throws 1/3 inning, no hits, but gave up 2 runs on 4 walks. And Tate Johnson 1 1/3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 3 runs, all earned, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Players of the game, starting for your offensive player of the game, courtesy of Hy-Vee with a helpful smile in every aisle. It's back-to-back games where we've seen Christian Weir as a DH, and he's going to get offensive player of the game again. 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs, 5 total run contributions for him. The only other guy who did that on the team to match that in total was Sam Goki, which that is elite company to be a part of. But Christian Weir, a big game for him today. He's your offensive player of the game. Defensive player of the game, courtesy of Olson's Pest Technicians. I was very impressed with how Easton Feeser played over at first base. Made a couple made a big sliding stop there at one point down that first base line. And, of course, just great, as always, covering the first base bag. Your hustler of the game, courtesy of H&H Roofing. H&H has got you covered. That's going to go to Sam Goki, team leader in stolen bases today with 2. And just in terms of total bases as well, he only was credited with 1 total base, but getting around the base paths, 2 steals, 3 runs scored, tied for the team high with Jackson Kudera and Simon Kamshoff. He will be your hustler of the game today. Was also moving around really well out at second base. Your schedule preview, what's next for the Yankton Bucks? Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., 9:15 a.m. pregame, KYNT and KYN-TV. Josh and I will be here tomorrow early morning. Hopefully you can join us as well here from Riverside Field. Yankton only needs to win 1 of potentially 2 games tomorrow to advance to the state tournament. We'll take one quick look around Class A for you at the postseason playoff bracket. Starting Super Regionals for the top 4 seeds, Harrisburg hosting T-Area, Brandon Valley hosting Sioux Falls, Washington in the 2-15 matchup. In the 3-14, Sioux Falls Jefferson's hosting Spearfish. And then Yankton and Sturgis in your 4-13 matchup. In the 5-8 for the Super Regionals, number 5 Rapid City Stevens is hosting number 12 Brookings. Number 6 Pierre is hosting number 11 Mitchell. Number 7 Bishop O'Gorman is hosting number 10 Sioux Falls Roosevelt. And number 8 Watertown hosting number 9 Sioux Falls Lincoln. Do not have any final scores from any of those games as of yet, but a lot of those first pitch right around the same time as ours here at Riverside Field. 16-2, your final score. Yankton defeats Sturgis in Game 1 of a potential best-of-3 series. Big thank you to our watch party location today of Ben's Brew Station, the official watch party location of all KYN TV games. 16 TVs and all the refreshments you need. If it's on KYN TV, it is on at Ben's. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. pregame. KYNT, that's 102.1 FM, AM 1450, and KYN TV on YouTube, Facebook, and streaming live on the KYN TV app and at kyntv.com. For Josh Boelter, for our studio technician, Scotty Borman, running everything perfectly for us tonight. And of course, thank you to our sponsors and you, the listener. Without you, this broadcast is not possible. 16-2 final score. We're back tomorrow morning. Until then, stay safe. Be good people. Have a great night, everybody. We'll talk at you later.